And we should be live. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me all good? Can you see the game? Is everyone here? That is the all important question. Just going to check my audios and I'll be right with you. Yeah, seems to be all good for me. I think so. Right then. Good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing? Tonight we are doing an early access. Early access. Look at the brand new or the up and coming West Midlands Railway and Cross Country Class 170. Well, it's coined as a gameplay pack. I think it's a loco add-on, to be honest. Which is it's very exciting. I'm very excited to get into this and give it a good go because I very much enjoy the 170s on this. Hold on, let me turn the music down. The music down is very loud. Let me turn it off so I can think about what I'm saying. Right, turn it off. Right, so yes, we're going to be giving a go with the Class 170 pack today, which I've been giving a go of over the weekend, and I tell you what, I absolutely love it. I think it's fantastic. What we're going to do today is we're going to do a run southbound from Birmingham to Bromsgrove or whichever way in one of the variants. We'll then go the other way in another variant, and then we'll have a little look at the Class 323. We'll do a run in the 323 along the full length of the line, just to see how busy and how different it is. And then we'll do some random bits like there's 350 services and all sorts of stuff in there. So it should be a good bit of fun as we showcase this and give a couple of 170s a go and whatever else. And hopefully you enjoy it too. But let me know in the comments in the chat what you think about this pack as we go along. So, pardon me, let me just... there we go. So who we got in the chat? We've got Alex Dent, Henry Downing, UK Tag, Train to Britain, Adam, Maxi, UK Tag, Zenith, Seb. You bought a special edition of Trains to World 5 because it was on sale. I've run out of money for this pack, but I'll get it eventually. Everyone vote Cross Country 170. How you doing, Josh? Double Rail. A lot of comments from Seb. Voyager in Trains to World 6 would be really cool. Yes, it'd be absolutely awesome if we ever got it, but I think this is... I don't want to get ahead of myself because I feel like this is going to be a one license sort of thing. I would like to be proven wrong, but I just don't know. I feel like this is going to be... If we ever did have the cross-country license used again for, obviously, a Voyager or whatever else, it probably would be a very, very long time away. I feel like having two licenses, have two separate DLCs, or like be two DLCs very close together is unlikely. So I don't want to get ahead of myself because, I mean, that would be cool, but we can keep dreaming, can't we? Happy birthday, even though I don't know you. Thanks. Loud and clear. Awesome. How you doing, Rex? Luke, Class 222. Adam, Casual on the wrong account. Southwestern. How you doing, Maxi Boy? Message retracted there from Casual. So what was the point of the timetable mod? I'm going to go into this because I saw your comment and it really upset me. Have the sounds been changed or improved for the 170? I think they've been improved slightly. I'm not too sure. I'm not very good when it comes to sounds, so you judge for yourself as we play along tonight. Daniel Bottomfield, how you doing? New name in the chat. Yes, let's jump into it. Indeed, happy birthday, Maxi Boy. Happy birthday to Maxi Boy. Right then, let's jump into it. First things first is that we do have a bingo for tonight because why not? So if you've not played the bingo before, basically there is a template in the Discord server which is pinned up there. So obviously you can get a copy of this, screenshot it, do whatever you want to do with it. Basically we're looking to get a line in any direction for what happens throughout the stream tonight. So that could be a diagonal line, a vertical or horizontal one. And if you get a line, you get the role in the Discord server that says bingo winner. It's a nice little brownie gold sort of roll colour, which is very nice. My microphone, not my microphone, my controller is really dusty. I need to clean it. So yes, also we'll do for 2 lines of 3 lines and then for the full house. So there's up to 4 winners for this, and you just get a nice little roll, and it looks fun. You're not playing a bingo as I'm playing trains, and I can't multitask. I don't blame you. How you doing, Haven? Hope you're doing well. So with that said, let's jump into this, shall we? So I'll quickly show you what this does. So this route goes. This all layers onto the Birmingham Cross City, which, as you can imagine, I'm a very happy man. So Birmingham Cross City now has 2 separate timetables. The original 2019 timetable and the brand new Cross City Class 170 timetable. Now, I can't remember who was saying about it, but what about the timetable mod and blah 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 and all that sort of stuff, right? So the timetable mod was made by a fan. It was a fan-made timetable. Obviously, this is an official product from Rivet. So the person that made the Timetable mod most likely didn't know that this was going to become a thing. To be fair, the idea, obviously, it was appealing enough to become an actual fully fledged DLC. The difference with this, though, is that the 170 has been reworked. The light cluster is completely different. The internals are completely different, reliveried, completely changed inside. Like there's first class on the cross-country one, not on the West Midland Railway one. Do I need to pay for Birmingham Cross City? Yes, you do. So in order to utilise this, you need to have the Birmingham Cross City. You can't just get this and then you get Birmingham Cross City as well. You have to own Birmingham Cross City, which is pretty obvious. RichyRail is when I go mad. Absolutely ballistic about something, but don't tempt me. Because there's going to be a few comments of, what about a Timetable mod? Well, that's also, I mean, another thing as well. Timetable mod, you can't get that onto console. You have to have officially, if you're going to upload something licensed to a console, you need to get it certified, and you can't do that with a Timetable mod. Also, this is essentially like a Loco DLC. I know what you're going to say. Yes, we've already got the 170 in-game. This is a Loco DLC, and I'm going to say it's a Loco DLC because, one, it's a completely different subclass of 170, which arguably is different. Also, it's two separate trains. Also, right? What happens if we never got 5 circle, or what happens if you don't want 5 circle and you want to have a class 170? You can get this. You don't have to have 5 circle to get this class 170 pack. You get the 170 pack as a separate DLC. So essentially, it is a Loco DLC. In fact, you get 2 Locos for the price of 1, and that's what I'm going to say. Birmingham is actually 80% off. It's the Steam sale has just ended, so a bit too late. But yeah, it goes on sale quite often. I just find it funny that Rivet made a mod become official. Well, a lot of mods out there become official. Like, you know, for example, in like TSC, we've had for years scenario packs that have been like, there's been some decent fan-made scenarios that have become official packs. You know, that happens. It happens in most games. It happens in City Skylines, actually. In City Skylines, if you play that game, people make assets and then they sell the asset DLCs for consoles. And if you don't know anything about that, then you should do some research because it happens in every game. It's not just a cash grab. It's not a cash grab. Anyway, right. Let's jump into the timetable. So obviously the original timetable got the 323 and the RHTT. If you've got the Great Western Express HST and the TVL, you will also see the applicable rolling stock here to do like the little shunt moves and whatever else. But I don't have. I do have Great Western Express, but you need to have Northern Transpennine, I think, as well installed. But I don't have them. Don't have that. But you will see a couple of those things in the new timetable. Look at this. A lot more going on. So obviously got the 170, you got the Dash 5, the Dash 6. Dash 5 is the 2 car. The Dash 3, the Dash 6 is the 3 car. Obviously got the cross country one there as well. Got the 323, which does all manner of things. The 350, which actually lays in for playable services, doing part of the chase line. You got a Pendolino run, and you obviously got all the freight stuff as well. So that is pretty much it. So Tintin is also live. Yeah, I know. I saw that he was live. I can imagine a lot more people will be in. Hold on. A lot of people will be in his live stream, but he's a very good content creator when it comes to Train Sim World. He knows a lot more about trains than I do. So if none of you have subscribed to Tintin, I would very highly recommend it. Send in my kind regards. Sorry, wrong, it's different. I watched TSD's stream this morning and I'm now watching yours. I'm doing quite well. Are you going to be getting this tomorrow? Let me have a sip of my coffee and then we'll get into it. Yum. Right. What's winning on the thingy? So, what should we drive first? You're saying the cross-country one. Okay, cool. What we'll do with the cross-country one is we'll start at Bromsgrove, I think. And we'll drive into Birmingham. No matter which one we're going to do, I think if we start in Bromsgrove and drive into Birmingham New Street, you can see what the drive is like into New Street and how busy it can be. So should we do the 2 car or the 3 car? We'll do the 3 car, why not? We'll do Bromsgrove to Birmingham New Street. We'll do a later service. Birmingham New Street, Bromsgrove, there we go, that'll do. We'll do that, and we'll do that, shall we? Cool, let's jump into it. Have you seen the new Class 66 mod pack? I have, yeah, that's, is that from, who did that now? I have seen that. Right, let's jump into it. This is the cross country 170. It looks absolutely fantastic, it really does, and I'm well chuffed to see these. There'll be someone that comes into the stream at some point today who did a video at Bromsgrove, and I actually watched it, and you see all manner of things going through there, so it's nice and busy already. Do that, unlock the doors, we'll do some safety systems because why not? I've not actually tested the safety systems on this, so this could go horrendously wrong, but it's alright. It's a completely different timetable. In fact, I will tell you a fun little fact just to really prove you wrong. The mod timetable had 320 services or something like that. I do have it on. I do have it. I've only installed it intentionally for this. But the actual official timetable has around about 60 more services, 60 more playable services. And you also, I don't believe, got the dash. You didn't get the 2 car, and if you did, they weren't quite right. So they're completely new Loco DLC. So yeah, sure, whatever timetable mod. Cool. You could say, oh, it's just a timetable mod. I can get it for free. Do it then. Get it for free if you really want to. You fine. Don't support the progression of the game. Anyway, this is the cross-country one. As you can see, it's all very nice inside. When I first saw the preview stream, I was absolutely in awe because these look fantastic. They really do. I've been on a cross-country 170 once or twice. I've been on the Voyagers many a time. I go on them pretty much every day. But yeah, the maquette looks really, really nice in here. You can't go in the toilets, obviously, because no one likes toilets. But yeah, very, 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 very nice in here. And obviously these would then go up towards Nottingham on the Midland Main Line. So hopefully, if someone makes a scenario of that tomorrow or Wednesday, I might make a video on it. But yeah, you can go through here. Looks very, very nice. All that sort of stuff. And yeah, it's nice. And obviously this is Bromsgrove. It looks absolutely fantastic, doesn't it? It's so good to see the cross-country licensing game, I must admit. Let's get in. There's a 323 coming in there straight away. Very nice. There's a lot of doors. So when I did the run the other day, literally I saw like 6 different 323s and all manner of things. Right, let's go. Need to do the hill start because we're going straight uphill here. Can't wait for tomorrow 10 AM. Couldn't come quicker. What sounds have been improved? I'll tell you what, let me go outside. I'll be quiet, hold on. Hopefully you can hear that alright. It sounds raspier than before. You've never been on a cross-country 170? I've been on... I know the West Midlands Railway one more than the cross-country one because I travelled on... I'll tell you a story when we get into it, but obviously I travelled on cross-country... not cross-country, West Midlands Railway 170s an awful lot. Yeah, this is $12.99. So this is standard Loco DLC price, and that's fair because it's a standard Loco. It's a Loco DLC. It essentially is. As soon as I get the pack, I'll try and get the scenario done. Nice one. I don't know when I'll get this pack, but I know I'll have fun put it on the East Coast Main Line and the Midland Main Line. What price it will be? The floor looks like wood. That's right. Yeah, it's kind of like a vinyl-y wood sort of thing. I suspect the timetable mod will be updated to feature these 170s anyway. That's true. That's all well and good. But you know, if you want to get the timetable mod, you go for it. However, us console players, I know I'm on the PC, but I'm mainly console. Obviously, you know, these don't layer. You can't get the mod on the console, so you know it kind of helps out console players. But if everyone said, "Oh yeah, but you can," it's one of them, isn't it? It's a different 170. It's a complete different experience. And let's be realistic. If 5 Circle never became a thing, and then the Class 170 pack came out to Birmingham Cross City, we'll be all loving it, wouldn't we? But as soon as you associate, oh, it's in another route, yeah, that's fine. But these are different. They're different variants. They're all different. You know, people will say, oh, what about, like, let's say the Class 171 comes to East Coast Way or whatever. People will say, oh, it's just a reskinned 170. Yeah, they can't win. They can't. Oh, that's a RichyRail. I'm going to get angry. I'm going to get angry. There's a Birmingham Cross City train comes with the 170. No, you have to get the Birmingham Cross City as a separate DLC, as a standard DLC, which comes with the 323, and then this is an additional Loco add-on. See, this is similar to Cathcart Circle with the 314s and the 380. Obviously, with the 380 pack, that adds the 380s in and also brings in all the other new stuff as well. Yummy. What sounds have improved and changed? I don't know. I couldn't tell you the ins and outs of it, so you'll have to do some research on the forums. Hello, Victor. Hope you're doing well. I don't get why it didn't layer into Midland Main Line because so basically with routes, unless it's built for it, new locos they're not backwards compatible. So you can't, like, with the 170s, the West Midlands Railway, well, the cross country 170 wouldn't have existed. It's obviously only just become a thing. Well, tomorrow it'll become a thing officially. So it can't be backported unless it's actually built into a new timetable. That's why the 380 is a separate timetable. That's why some of the cargo line stuff is in separate timetables. They actually have to have timetables made in order to work. So it won't automatically be there because, like, Skyhook, when they built the timetable, probably didn't factor in for this because there's probably no reason to. If it's not going to be a thing, or it's not, you know, they could spend all that time. Because, like, for example, right, with timetables, if you try and like build a timetable for stock that isn't there, you can sometimes break the timetable. So developers aren't going to build it and factor it into the timetable if they don't know whether it's going to come or not. So that's the kind of issue that we face with this, and that's why it's not coming to the Midland Main Line. That's why it's not on the Cardiff City network. It's why it's not on the East Coast Main Line. So in order for them to in order for this to go onto them routes, it needs to have a separate timetable built. Very technical. If you get the Birmingham Cross City as the 170 pack free, no, it's two separate packs. Treat this as like any other DLC where you get a route DLC and then you get a follow-on loco add-on. You know, like I say, with the Cathcart Circle, you have to get Cathcart, and then you also have to get the classic 380 pack. With the West Coast Main Line South, you have to get the West Coast Main Line South and the Pendolino DLC separately. It's just how it works. Unrelated, but I'd love a route between Fredericia and Flensburg. You'd be happy with a 171 on East Coast Way, even if it was a reskin. You've sent your regards to Tintin. Ah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Do you have safety systems on? Gotta get the safety systems fail. I do have them on, but they've not made a noise, interestingly. If that's an issue, then I will make sure to highlight that. But it's not made a noise unless I've pressed the wrong one. Yeah, that's all fine. It's not made a noise just yet, but we haven't gone through any... We haven't gone through any reds or like double yellows or whatever. We will be in a second now. You were watching on holiday. Nice one. The AWS isn't on. Oh, it is. No, it's not. Eh? How do I turn it on? How do you turn that on then? It should work. I've had it working before. Fuse behind the driver's seat. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, of course. I knew I'd be doing something wrong. There you go. There we go. Right, it's working now. I'll just punch my microphone. Ah, there you go. There's one on the bingo card. Mic punch. I'll definitely be putting the cross-country 170 on the other routes like Mac. Oh, yeah, of course it would layer into Mac as well, wouldn't it? How you doing, Thomas? Hope you're doing well. I know how to activate AWS on the every train. Nice. How was your day been, Richie? I've been getting BBL and heavy face transplant surgery with lip filler tomorrow. Wish me luck. Eh? What on earth? Really? That sounds extremely scary and painful. But my day's been good, yeah. You going to Blackpool Pleasure Beach? Nice one. Needs to be on normal and turn the fuse on. Sorted. Marshall59, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. Big ups from Denmark, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. Plenty of people in tonight. What I will do is once we get going properly, I'll put a new little poll in the chat, so let me just do that. I've also just had a new subscriber, so welcome aboard to the new person that has just subscribed. Do we get virtual destinations at New Street? Yes, I have seen a few of them actually. What I'm going to do is when we get into New Street, I'll show you around and fly around because it's really cool seeing everything. Won't be long until the Expert BR 101 gameplay pack. Yeah, I'm actually waiting to get a key on that, on the actual original Expert 101 DLC because I don't own it anywhere. Bingo? You've got a bingo already? We're officially international. Yeah, we are. We're Mr. Worldwide. I'm a fireball. Do 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 do. Yeah. Do we have a bingo? I don't know. Oh, there we go. Got a West Mids one there. Nice. Ah, look at that. We've got a 323 as well. Lovely. Lovely. This is what I really wanted with this, though. Be able to fly past everything, and this is cool. So we'll do a run in the 323 just to see what it's like as well. There we go. That's making a beeping sound. Be quiet. I'm going to say Lauren Staub has said bingo. There's another 323 there. I'll tell you what. I'll look in this. Let me get to university and I'll look, okay? 40 viewers, Rage, Mod, and Mike Punch. Oh, okay, Lauren Staub. Let me focus on what I'm doing, and I'll get to you. I'll get back to you. We don't talk about the Australian pitbull though. No, we don't. We don't. He'll just say, "Oh, it's a timetable, one big." Lovely. Hi Daz, how are you doing? You live on the south of this line and I missed the green livery. Ah, nice. Whereabouts? I used to live on the northern end of this line. This is where I'll get into my story as well. So the southern end of the line, although I didn't live on it, I travelled through it an awful lot, and this is what I know from this line. Because I used to go to uni in Worcester, and when I used to go and visit my mum in Telford, I used to get on the 170s from Worcester Foregate Street, up here, up the Licky Incline. You'd be on the Licky Incline for about 10 minutes. I'd fly through Bourneville because you'd see all the purple signage, and I'd go into Birmingham New Street, and then I'd run from like the centre of the station of New Street to like the either end to get over the 158s, the Transport for Wales 158s, or you'd be able to get over 170, which would do the Shrewsbury services. I'd try and get a 158 because they were doing semi-express, but I've got many memories on this. You could either do that, or I could get on at Worcester Foregate, and it could also go via Kidderminster. That's a fun route. That one. That's a long one. Can't wait for the Class 170 in West Midland Railway and cross country livery. Well, here it is. Here's one of them anyway. Looks absolutely stunning, doesn't it? Obviously, keeping to note is the light cluster on the front completely different. So they would have had to have remodeled the 170s from scratch to do that. You've been to the 196s to Shrewsbury, yeah. So now they've all run by 196s. It's all 196s and 730s, which all look absolutely horrible if you ask me. And a lot of people would debate whether these were actually the 172s, and probably a lot of people would be right. But I've always known them as 170s. Shine bright like a diamond. Storytime with Richie, episode 125 or something like that. Fun fact, the Germans call my country trains Gummenays, which means rubber nose in German. Now we need a Northern 170. Yes, we do. We do. I'd love to see a Northern 170 on the Harrogate line. That would be brilliant. I was actually looking earlier at a route that was, I think it's on TSC, and I think it's a Just Trains route or something like that anyway. They were putting something on Facebook about the Harrogate Loop, and I think that'd be a fantastic route, because the Harrogate Loop would be the Harrogate line from Leeds to York via Harrogate and whatever else, and then you'd also have Leeds to York via like Church Fenton and stuff like that, and I think that'd be a fantastic route. It'd be really good. Time to say goodbye to the cross-country Class 170 livery from the Creators Club that I've had since 2024. Northern 170 absolutely, plus a 156 or over ScotRail or Northern. I swear there are some 170s have the larger buffers at the front on most of the cross-country ones. These look pretty accurate to me, to be honest. Like I say, I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert when it comes to these deals, like to a lot of trains. To me, it looks like a 170. It sounds like a 170, and I'm pretty sure when I've looked at it, this is if someone showed me this, I'd say if someone showed me and told me what train it is, I'd say it's a 170. Do you know what I mean? There's QE Hospital over there. Harrogate Loop is ATS. Yeah, I knew it was. Someone anyway. I knew it was some form of third party. You really want York. York has got to be in Train Sim World. It's got to be. You can't have Train Sim World, right? You can't have Train Sim World without York, especially without not having the National Railway Museum as well. I just think it's needed. There's another 170 there. So how many different trains have we seen there? About 6, something like that. So plenty of traffic as we approach into university here. Knaresborough is a beaut. Yeah, I know. It'd be a beautiful line because you have that. There's with the Harrogate line as well. I've actually travelled on it. There may or may not be a video coming out about that soon. With the Harrogate line, you've got that bit just before Panel. I think it's Panel. You go up the hill and then you've got to slow down to 20, go around a corner, and then you're on a single track viaduct. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. How you doing, Dominic? Hope you're doing well. I'm back. I've just had problems with one of my trains. What train are you driving? Wouldn't want a cross country HST. If you search for Class 170 cross country, you will see that they have bigger buffers. I'll have a little look when we get into Birmingham New Street. Remind me. Leeds to York via both lines would have to be a third-party team because Rivet owns the 170 and Skyhook owns the 158. So the Class 185 would have to be Rivet or a Skyhook loco. Yep, I mean, you know, I can imagine that the 170, because you'd use the 150s as well. You'd use the Northern 150s, so you could have a Northern 150, a Northern 170. Maybe, you know, just for the lols, get the Northern 156s in there as well. Maybe the Northern 155s. And then, yeah, it'd be nice. You'd obviously have a really busy Leeds. You'd have a fairly busy York. You'd need to... The only issue is, with the other bit of the Harrogate loop between Leeds and York, you'd need to have TransPennine Express. You'd also need to have the 195s. You'd need the Voyagers. You'd need a lot more stuff there. Which I just feel like is not as feasible. But like the actual Harrogate line itself would be nice. I was going to check the bingo. I'll have a look when we get into... In fact, I'll very quickly look now. So, bingo, what were you saying? 40 viewers, RichyRail, Mike Punch, Mod appears. Yep, there you go. Lauren Staub, you've got the bingo, you've got a line there. So now we're on for 2 lines in any direction. The line has been won. I really hope that they have a Voyager in Train Sim World 6 base route. One of my strongest predictions. Like I said at the start, I'm not optimistic because I just feel like it's going to be unlikely to have 2. I mean, this is like one of the last Train Sim World 5 DLC. To have it in a core route, I feel like would be quite close together. So, and I imagine with how relatively quickly this one was made, because even Matt said in the preview stream and in the roadmap, this one kind of came out of nowhere. So the fact that this DLC probably took, because obviously Loco DLCs and stuff don't take as long as route DLCs. So let's say this took about 6 months or so. I just don't see something else cross country coming so soon. Maybe in the future, now that we've got the license, I feel like it'd be a given in the future. Now that we have the license, but I just don't think it'll be I don't think it will be as soon. Harrogate as a whole, it'd be nice to have Headingley Stadium modelled at Headingley. Oh yeah, maybe like a cake for that Get Baked Bruce shop thing. Class 170s where I live, I only actually get on them with the Nottingham service either to Liverpool South Parkway or Liverpool Lime Street. Harrogate is nice, it is very nice. How many miles long is it though? What, the Harrogate line? Good question, I'd have to find that out. How you doing, Trainmaster Gaming? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. I have just seen your comment come through, but the chat is going very quickly and I've got some safety system things going through. How are you doing today? I'm doing very well, thank you, Trainmaster. How are you doing? South Western Railway is maybe the new main route. I think it's going to be something like that. I'm fairly confident it's going to be something like that. I don't know. It'd be cool to know, but I think it's something like that anyway. I think the Chiltern Main Line would be a good base route. I think Chiltern Main Line's not very likely. I mean, I suppose you've got the 16... Is it 166s or the 165s that are Chiltern, and then obviously you'd need to have a 68. So maybe that could be viable. You have a theory on York, but you're going to save that for a video. Let me know when that video's out. I'll have a little peek. Will this cost $12.99? Yes. Could have added a TPE 185 and 802. Northern 195 and Northern 158 to that York to Leeds route. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you'd need all that sort of stuff, and obviously, yeah, that'd take a bit of time. Hello, Trainmaster. You want the Highland Main Line? That'd be good. I would like that. 319 better be there in Train Sim World 6. We've wanted it for years. That Thames Link. That's also Northern now, isn't it? 319. Hopefully it's South Western Railway, so I can yap about everything you'll see in the routes and the stories I've had, so the equivalent of you on this line. Yeah, this is what I mean. A lot of people in the community want South Western Railway. A lot of people. And this is the thing, it's like I've got my favourite route, and a lot of people have suggested this, so I'd love for a lot of the community to be able to be served with this. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I kind of predict it, because it's been suggested for as long as I've been playing Train Sim World, which is a very long time. I thought about Leeds to York via both lines. Rivet could make one line and Skyhook could make the other. It's like a route building race. Yeah, but I suppose that could be a little bit problematic, couldn't it? Because, you know, they'll be stepping on each other's toes, and, you know, you don't want third parties to compete against one another. You want them all to work in tandem. Anyway, we're coming into Birmingham New Street now. Let's have a look at what it's like in New Street. We've seen a lot of stock up until now. What do you think of the 319s? It's a Richie's random question time. I like that. That's a cool little name. Let me get into New Street and I'll note that down. Got 60 people watching. Hope you're all doing splendid, by the way. Welcome into this. Just had a new subscriber as well, so thank you very much. Will Birmingham New Street be busier than the old New Street station? Well, judge for yourself as we approach into New Street. Right, so first off, we've got a 323 leaving. We've got a 323 just over there. You've got a Pendolino. You've got a 170 there. You've got a Pendolino over there as well. We've got all sorts of stuff going on. There's probably something over there somewhere. I've just spotted a 350 as well. Got another 170 there. Look at this. This is incredibly busy now, isn't it? Look at this. This is just absolutely insane. You could do a lot of train spotting here. One thing I want to look at as well is Lichfield Trent Valley, because that has been completely reworked as well. The whole West Coast Mainline Trent Valley is, you know, completely just full of stuff. If we get a new Southern Rail area, I want some slam doors. This is what I mean as well, from like a sort of like a deluxe loco perspective. You could have the is it the 455s, and they're quite iconic. Can we add that as a stream segment? Richie's random question time. I like that. Yeah, Dweller. I'm going to note that down. Richie's random question time. I'll have to do a little jingle and all sorts. We rapidly went from 4K to 4.56. I know, yeah, it's scary. 5K before the end of August, maybe. Talking of milestones, by the way, a lot of you here who will probably know Casual Rail in the chat there, he is I'd say a famous TikToker now, because he has just hit 6,000 followers on TikTok. So can we get a massive congratulations? And if you don't follow him on TikTok, go and follow him. Let's get him to. You want to get 10K, don't you, before the end of the year? So yeah, go and follow him on his TikTok page. Once I've stopped, I'll just pull it up. Good evening, Great Western. Hope you're doing well. Don't forget the 170 search up. I won't. There we go. Look at that. There goes that one. Not 123, that's a 323, you silly goon. Right. There we go. Right, so that's your first little look, and it's just incredible, isn't it? It's just absolutely beautiful. Let me get out. Let me get out and do this. There you go. Absolutely beautiful. You got all the stuff over there. Got all sorts going on. What we'll do is, whilst I'm doing a bit of searching up, I'll just go to the main. What time are we on now? 18:45. If I go back to the main menu, I'll jump in on free roam at about 6:45. Whilst things are coming in, I'll do that little bit of research. I'll do a bingo update, and I'll also put in Casual Rail's TikToks. So let me do that. Go to. In fact, no, I'll tell you what. We'll jump into Lichfield Trent Valley. I'll quickly show you what it's like there, and we'll jump in. Maybe rush hour time. It's about there, isn't it? So we'll do that. About 5 o'clock, jump in. There is like little gaps in the timetable. Can we have a little look at New Street? Yeah, we'll have a proper little look at New Street when I've got a chance. We'll where shall we go? We do have stuff coming through. We should have stuff coming through anyway. Oh yeah, look, there you go. There's something in 2 minutes. There we go. So we'll stand here, right? And we'll watch the route go by, shall we? So you have got cruise services and stuff coming through here, which is very nice. Richie to 5K before the end of the summer. Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. I'll stand here and hopefully Maybe we stand this way. This is a sort of a better view, isn't it? Cool. Right, let me just have a little look. Ah! Nice, okay. Right, so anyone that's not aware, the Birmingham Cross City, they've just announced it actually about an hour ago. The Birmingham Cross City on Steam is 80% off. There is also a new bundle that includes the Birmingham Cross City, the Class 170 pack, and the 323 Centro. So I will quickly, let me just mess around with that. Let me just quickly just do one thing. I'm doing all sorts of things here. So let me do. So I'm looking at this 170, aren't I? Cross country 170. Oh, I know what you mean, but I think they're on the new ones, aren't they? Oh, I hear something. Hello. Look at that. There you go. So you actually have... I wonder, can you get onto it? Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. Yeah, I see what you mean. But to be fair, even the older ones don't have that big... It's only the refurbished ones that have got them big buffer things. Can we get on it? We can get on it. Let's see if does the PIS work. That's in Notting, calling it Rugeley. Oh, look! Rugeley Trent Valley. Stafford. Oh, it goes as far as Stafford, apparently. Can we go along the... Can we go along on this? Let's see how far we can get going. Whilst that does that, I will very quickly just get a link for the TikTok. Oh, look at that! Look at the Pendolino! Oh, nice! Oh, brilliant! There it goes. Look at that. Wonderful. That's actually really, really cool. Lovely. Right, let me just do that. I wonder if we can go quite far with this. 6,006 followers from casual. Look at that. A Pendo combo. That's it. That's the one. There you go. There's a little link there. Going for quite a long time. This. Ah, no. Ah. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh well. Right. Return to free roam. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that worked. Hold on. Let's go back down here. Anything else coming? Let's quickly... Don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. Something coming in 10 minutes from that way. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Right. What else was I doing? How do you feel how do you feel about the Class 377 in West Coast Main Line South? I would have liked... I like in the mod timetable you can go up to Milton Keynes. Right, let me go. Why the route's like an hour long, but TSC could be up to 3 hours long. Because, well, one, like Train Sim World routes are bigger. They're just blatantly bigger to build. There's more assets in them. There's obviously a timetable mode. So with TSC, right, and this is the thing that a lot of people really grind my gears. With TSC, you've got a route plus a couple of scenarios, like 5, 6 scenarios, whatever. With Train Sim World, not only is it a bigger game, you've also got more platforms for it to be built on. The routes are a lot more detailed. You've also got a fully fledged timetable mode, which takes probably about half the dev time. So there's a lot more that goes into a Train Sim World route than a Train Sim Classic route. So yeah, arguably, you could say why don't they go up to 3 hours long? 1 hour seems to work. I mean, to be honest, I find myself struggling with hour-long services. That's why I like this pack, because they're around about 20 to 30 minutes, and I quite like that. So yeah, that's why they don't go 3 hours long. I have a feature I would like for Train Sim World 6, change destination boards. You can actually do that with some trains. There's a lot of trains you can do that with, and a lot of them are dynamic as well. So if you spawn them in on free roam, you can actually do some stuff. Alright, I'm going to smash that like button and sign off. Thank you for coming in, Class 222. Much appreciate it. Do you have speeding AI for? How do you have speeding AI for the station? What on on Birmingham Cross City. This is part of the Class 170 pack. We have cross-country 170s. They go through Wakefield to Leeds. No, they don't. They don't. I can tell you that from personal experience. Let me catch up with the chat. Bro, give Xbox sale before we start pirating the route. Answer me question. Sorry, my bad. Cardiff to Nottingham, is that actually a thing? I bet it don't go to Nottingham. No, it doesn't, because this is the Birmingham Cross. Actually, no, I'm ignoring you. You're upsetting me. Somebody's watching me by anxiety. Can we have a look at New Street? Yeah, we can do that. It's the Ricky Bick show. Sure, okay. Right, anyway, what was it? Richie's random question time. I like that. There's Pendolini. When you spawn into the game, for me, there is no services nor red signals. Yes, because you're on the standard timetable. Because you're on the standard timetable, none of this stock layers in. With the Class 170 pack, you get a brand new timetable, which includes the Pendolinos, the 350s, the Transport for Wales 150s, a lot more 66s on the Trent Valley. Basically, what you're looking at here is what you'll buy. If you buy the 170 pack tomorrow, this is what you'll see. That make sense? I hope so. Right, let's go to New Street. Let's go back there. Let's go to New Street and have a little look round. And then we'll do a West Midlands Railway 170 down to Bromsgrove. Let's do that. To New Street. What sort of time? Maybe again 5 o'clock. I'll do. Just had a new subscriber. Welcome aboard to the new person that has just subscribed. Oh, bingo check. That's what I needed to do, wasn't it? There's so much going on. There's a Pendolino up ahead. Right, bingo. Where are we at with that? So, we've hit 40 viewers. We've smashed through that. We've got Funky NPC. No, we haven't had that. Safety system fail. Nope. Train delay. I don't think so. RichyRail, yep. Mike Punch, yep. Mod appears, yep. Overshoot. We've not had that. Oxenoem, we've not had that. We've not had a toilet break. Emergency breaks, no. 4.56k subscribers, not quite. 5 new members in the Discord server. Let's have a little look. I've not actually checked the Discord server. Let me have a look. We've had no one new join, so if you would fancy joining a lovely Discord server with plenty of people, we are on the road to 450 members in there if you fancy joining that. Train delayed, not quite. I think I've got that twice, haven't I? Oh no, I've already read that out. 40 likes. How many likes have we actually got? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. 19 likes. We're halfway there. Look at that. And speeding. Yeah, we're done speeding. That's fine. So we have got just the one line for now. So we're on for 2 lines. So I'll do that. Have a little run round. Pendolini. Do you know what you need with a Pendolini? You need to have a cat on top of it. If you know, you know. We'll have a little run round here. You're going to go watch Dad Rail. Is he live, is he? There's a 350 over there. Not only do you get the Class 170 for West Midlands Railway and cross country, but you will get a whole new timetable with Avanti West Coast and London North Western Railway. Yes, you will. Move out the way. Shift. I wonder if the actual PIS boards, where are they? They're not up here. I think there would be some up here, actually. It's one thing I have noticed that they're missing from up here. So let's have a little look down here. I do wish they'd fix this, the glowing seats. They don't actually glow in real life. That's the one thing I do wish they'd sort out. There's a 2-car cross-country there, which I think, there you go, there's the PIS boards. There's the Stansted Airport services that go through, which I think are those ones there. Let's have a look. Anything else? I'll just go across here so we can see what's going on. There's a 323 coming in over there. Where's the 350 going? In fact, where's this going? That's going to Euston. That's fine. There you go. You got Rugeley Trent Valley services and all sorts. Ah, Chase Line services. There you go. So they're in there. It's because you're actually spawning into free roam, not the timetable. Yeah, but they're in the time. They'll be in the new timetable. The Class 170 timetable brings in all these services at Birmingham New Street. That's going to Liverpool Lime Street, as it should. Where's the PIS for that? There should be PIS for that somewhere. Trying to see where it is now. There's a bull. Cool. This is cool. I love this. I love this little canopy thing here. Need to go across here. There is 150s and stuff as well acting for Aberystwyth services. I don't know why I did that. There's a lot more over here too. I'm trying to remember my way around now. I can hear something coming in. Keep going down this way. There we go. So, London Euston, going to Birmingham International, Coventry and all those sorts of places. There's a Pendolino coming in over there, look. Nice. Trying to see what else would come in. I have seen some 150s, in fact there's a screenshot of it. London Euston, so there is some stuff coming in there. We also need announcements. Can't wait to buy this add-on and do some train spotting at Birmingham New Street. So would it be like Manchester Airport, the train and timetable when you buy it? I don't understand what you mean, Vader. There's that Pendolino coming in there. Look at that. There you go. Oh, look at that. You got a 323 leaving as well. And a Pendolino coming in. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Lovely. Best way to look is the map, actually. What we've got going on the map. Also, look at that. There you go. Got a Pendolino coming in there. Look at that. Wonderful. There's Pendolino there. What's that leaving? There's also... Let's quickly get in front of this. That 350 is leaving there. There's another 350 there. Look at this. Is incredible. Lovely and busy. We love it. Anything else coming in? Ah, oh, look at that. That's a shot and a half, that. You got the Pendolino, the 350s. You got the 170 coming in as well. Very nice. Very nice. Lovely and busy here now. All sorts going on. We could probably stand here for ages and just watch it for quite a while. The route is set in 2020 because Avanti only just started. You overshot the stop marker at university. Yeah, but an overshoot is when I slightly go over the platform. Did anyone get my joke? No, I didn't look at it. Cross country class 170 do go through Wakefield. The route includes Wakefield as part of its timetable, valid from May 18th to August 29th, 2025. I mean, considering I commute through Wakefield, I have not seen a cross country 170. I've seen the Voyagers, but not the 170s. All we need now is a Voyager, yes. That's what we'd need. And I'd love to see it, but I just think it's unlikely. I'm back, and wow, what a fantastic shot. It's good. It's going to go quiet, and then all sorts will go on. Usually, you find with Birmingham anyway, it's quite quiet for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then loads goes out and loads come. Hold on, I can't say that. A load go out, and then a load come back in again. Would the trains and the timetable come together, or would you have to buy it separately? You have to buy the route and the Loco DLC separately. It's very similar to Cathcart Circle and the 380. It's very similar to the West Coast Main Line South and the Pendolino. It's very similar to Boston Sprint and the Acela DLC. It's very similar to Hauptstrecke Rhein-Ruhr and the Class 1, the DBBR 101 DLC. It's very similar to... You get where I'm going with this. Would a cross-country HST fit in? Probably this time, yeah. This is a bit like 2021 because of the 170 and how busy it is. Did Richie see my comment? I probably did. It'd be good if you could do announcements on the train. You can on some trains, you just can't do it on these ones. What did you say, Apostle? Let's have a look. Even on the main line on free roam with all the layers on free roam, nothing. That might be an error. Oh, wait. I know what you've done wrong. I'll show you what you've done wrong, okay? This will help you out in future, right? You'll find a whole world of difference. So, are you? Correct me if I'm wrong, right, Apostle? Are you when you jump into a route? Are you going to this one here? Because if you go to that one, that's the sandbox mode. It is a little bit misleading, but that's the sandbox mode where there's nothing in it. What I've just done is gone to the timetable, done that, and I've gone in on foot. And that is essentially, that's my version of free roam because you're running around and doing whatever. So if you want to jump into a timetable, but actually jump into the timetable itself, press on foot. Don't go to this, because if you jump into this, and if we jump into Birmingham Cross City again, Birmingham New Street even, right, and we do that, you'll see there'll be nothing there. You're gonna watch Dad Rail. I don't understand your joke. It don't make sense. Yeah, if you jump in, see, look, it's quiet. Because we've jumped into a sandbox. The sandbox is completely empty. That's the point of the sandbox. So you can see there's nothing going on at all. Because that's sandbox mode for you. Look, even the stations have no departures. Whereas, if you go into the main menu, let it load all back up again, and let it do its thing. So you can see I've just done that. I do that, jump into that, do that, do that, do that. Jump again into Birmingham New Street at the same time, whatever time it was, about 10 o'clock. Jump into there, do that. You'll see all the stock. That's what you need to do. If you're not seeing your stuff, I don't get it into City. I don't understand it. There you go. Look, straight away we've got everything here. There you go. Look, everything's here. There's trains there. There's a train coming in there. There's all sorts. There's a train there. And if you hover over the stations, you'll see they've now got timetabled services. So that's what you're doing wrong. Thank you, Casual. Oh, look, we've got all sorts going on. Very nice. Does this route include Birmingham International? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. No. So with these routes, for a lot of new players to Train Sim World, the way that this game is built, and very similar to TSC as well, is that there is certain areas that are represented. So the services may say they go to Nottingham, but they don't actually go to Nottingham. So the route itself is the Birmingham Cross City. Always read the description of the route. If you're unsure where the route goes, because only a certain bit can be represented, but this is the Birmingham Cross City, which is technically self-contained with the 323s, and I think this is a fair route, to be honest. But yeah, always read the description of the route and where it goes to. So Birmingham International isn't in this because it's not on the Birmingham Cross City in real life. Could you see if guarding from the cab works on the West Midlands Railway and the 17? Oh yeah, I'll tell you what, we'll do that next. We'll do a bit of guard mode next. Oh, there we go. We just hit 4.56k. There you go. You can knock that off the bingo cards. Lovely stuff. Thank you very, very much. Right, let's do a bit of guarding. Why not? We'll do it in that one. We'll do a quick 10-minute service. Why not? Do that. Do that. Do it in conductor mode. That makes sense. Yeah, hopefully that clears it up for you. This route is set in 2021, but the timetable isn't. Yeah, but it's just kind of to break the immersion a little bit. We're in darkness. Ah, that's why. Right then. You want me to try it from the cab, do you? I can do that. Which way are we going to be going? Now this is what I remember. This is what I travelled on all the time. Even this maquette. This maquette looks absolutely fantastic. It really does. Completely reworked inside. That's the front of it, so we want to go to the rear. Can I go through? What will the price be? This is $12.99. There is a bundle at the minute on Steam. I'll quickly pull it up for you in a second. I keep forgetting. Let me do this, and then we'll do it from. I'll pull the thingy up. Where would the guard controls be in here? Hold on. Let me do that. There you go. Look. Have you done? Oh dear, I didn't want to do that. So that works. It doesn't work in guard mode though for some weird reason. So it does work, but for some reason it doesn't work in timetable mode. I will flag that because it should do. It should work from the other ones there. I'm not too sure why it does that. If I go to a guard panel, wherever those are, guard panel, it should work here. There you go, that works fine. Local door is... Is that working? How do you open the blooming door? How do you do it? Oh, okay. Let's try that. Should we try that again? That didn't quite work. That didn't go to plan. You see what I meant through my recent chat just. Oh, I see what he's saying, Palm. Right. That's immature. That's incredibly immature. Going to Warsaw, this, by the way. Let's try this again, hopefully. Alright, that's not working. Ah, that's why it's there. Right. Do that. Right. How would you unlock the local door then? I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. See, I had this issue with the 170s before. I couldn't figure it out. That's weird. I'm definitely doing something wrong. You press the normal door buttons to unlock local. Yeah. And now what do I do? Hold the door release for 5 seconds. Ah! Told you I was doing it wrong. Unlock the local door. Yeah, but I have done that. Okay. That's weird that it's doing that. Okay. Hold and release to open, and it opens all of them. Yeah, it's done that. It's just not acknowledging it for some weird reason. I don't know why it's doing that. So if I do that, will it keep that door open? Oh, right, okay, right. I'm going to mention that because it doesn't seem to work. That might just be a pre-release thing. I'll question that, don't worry. I think I've done something wrong there. If I'm honest, I think I've done something wrong. But if it's not working, I'll make sure to flag it. Anyway, awkwardness aside, should we jump into an actual service? Right then, let's go back down the line. Let's go Birmingham New Street to Hereford. Why not? I'm not messing. I'll try again in a bit. I'm embarrassed. I think I did something wrong there. Only 10 more likes until 40. Oh, come on, people. Let's get there. Let's get there. We did that. Sorry, I will catch up with the chat in just a second. I'm a little bit delayed, so just bear with me just a minute, and I'll have a little look. Do that. Right, cool. We're all set up. Right, let me clip that for me, and I'll give it to Rivet. Yeah, cool. Will do. How you doing, Mark Moss? You love Liverpool FC. Please, can you test the engine start and stop to see if they've changed it? I might do later. Press the normal passage button. I'll try that afterwards. I know that just to let you know. Hold the door release for 5 seconds. Yeah, okay, I did that. $12.99. I thought it'd be something ridiculous like $29.99, but $12.99 is great for this. I will buy it tomorrow if it releases. Yes, it releases tomorrow. I've not even said that. I tell you what. Bear with me just a second. I'm gonna get that thingy if I can find it. Let me just pull that up. Train Sim World Twitter. There we go. Let me just save a picture of that. I didn't know that, so let me just save it in my jazz. Save that. I've saved it in the wrong place, but hey ho, whatever. Let me just change that. Bear with me a second. Hopefully that's worked. So if I do that, I don't know why it's done that, but that's fine, whatever. Right, let me just very quickly pause the game. I've just chucked stuff all over. This is chaos. Right, very quickly. So if I pull that up, there you go. Right, so just released now on Steam. is a new bundle for the Cross City. So if you're on Steam, the Birmingham Cross City is actually 80% off. But you can also get this bundle, which includes the 170 pack, obviously once it releases tomorrow, and the Centro 323. So I will confirm prices for that tomorrow, because obviously it won't tell me now. It might tell me now, but it won't tell me now. Let me find out all on Steam. Try to do a bit of Googling very quickly. Let me do some searching. Come on, search Birmingham Cross City. Has the bundle come in just yet? The bundle's not loaded just yet, but it will in the morning. At the minute, Birmingham Cross City is £6, £6. Plus then this DLC, the 180 DLC is £12.99, and then the Centro one's like a £5. So I'd imagine you'd be able to get this full package for about £20, which is cheaper than the route itself. There you go. There you go, there you go, there you go. So I'll make sure to keep reminding you of that for tomorrow. So let me do that. Really hope that Dovetail fixed the glowing benches at New Street. Yeah, one thing I do wish they'd fix. I don't like that. It's a bit of annoyance, that one. How you doing, North Atlantic Aviation? How you doing with your game key? Someone else did come in as well and said that their mate said thank you for the game key. So yeah, you're very, very welcome. Let's leave out of here. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I absolutely love it. I really do. It's weird playing the Birmingham Cross City for so long and not doing a 3-2-3 run. You've been subscribed since Richie was at 104 subscribers. Every time Richie was live, I made sure to leave a like. Thank you very much, Rex. You've been a long-time supporter. Also, Rex is a fellow Train Sim World content creator on the PlayStation. So if you like your PlayStation content, feel free to go and check him out. I will tell you what. I don't normally do promotions and stuff in the stream, but when I do, it's for channels I very much enjoy. So let me just get your link up. Rex, let's get your link up there. Go to channel. Got to bear with me because it's going a bit slow. You're at 320 subscribers now. Nice. Let's get him to 325. There you go. Go and subscribe to Rex Tactics. Get him to at least 325 subscribers. Go on. You're doing some train spotting. You're going to do some train spotting at New Street and Lichfield Trent Valley. Nice. What I meant is I can't wait to buy the Class 170 and play it on the new timetable. Oh, I get you. I get you. Apologies. Do you think they will add additional freight services through Aston hold on. Do you think they'll add additional freight services through Aston that come from Bescott Yard? I don't think they have, actually. I'll check. Remind me when we jump back into the timetable, into the main menu. I'll have a little look at that. Now, what trains would you add to this now? I think the only thing that's missing is the Voyagers. I mean, it's 2019 timetable, so if it were to be 2019, you'd see the Avanti West Coast Voyagers, and you'd also see the cross-country ones. Those are the only things I feel like are missing now. Obviously, you've got the Transport for Wales 158s, they're missing, but the 150s do a good enough job, to be honest. How do I become a moderator? Moderators are usually just picked by me, and they're usually people I know in person or I've known for a very long time online. I don't just make anyone moderator, and I also don't make anyone random moderator. I also don't have an application process. Pretty much, if I feel like I want someone to be a mod, I'll just tell them and then make them a mod. Also, if someone asks to be a moderator, that is usually a red flag for me, if I'm honest. If someone says, can I be a moderator, and I don't know the user very much, then I'm going to be inclined to say, actually, hold on a second, I don't think that's going to be a good idea. Can't wait to do some train spotting at Birmingham, New Street and Lichfield Trent Valley. I picked up the special edition for $23 a couple of days before the last stream. I gave the code to a friend of mine who is a local to San Bernardino line. Oh, nice. Is he enjoying it? Or are they enjoying it? 321, there we go. A couple of people have subscribed to Rex. Excellent stuff. Give it to 325. Go on, peeps. I know you can do it. No worries, mate. I know that a lot of people like being moderators and stuff, and to be honest, my moderators are people I know very well. Obviously, Casual there, I've known since I started doing YouTube almost 2 years ago now. If I met you at the Greatest Gathering, do I qualify for moderating for the moderator marshal? From what you've said this evening, I'm going to avoid you at all costs at the Greatest Gathering. You scare me a little bit. But no, I mean, people I've met in person, people I know, and I also have got I've got a bit of trust for. Not saying that I don't trust other people. I just, you need to make sure that when you make someone a moderator, that they're not going to mess things up. Talking to mods, your Discord is getting quite big now, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to potentially start making some OG viewers mods. I have thought about it, UK Tag. Don't you worry. I have thought about it. There is internal discussion. I say internal, mainly me, Jason, and Casual, and Bov. Just saying, maybe we should have some new mods at some point. Maybe at some point. And if we ever do, I probably would do like a bit of an application process. Yeah, there'd be a few rules on it, I think. What time does this DLC release? So tomorrow this releases at 10 AM for console players, and then 4 PM for Epic Games, and then 6 PM for Steam. All in UTC times. No, not UTC, BST. As it's set in 2019, the new timetable, it would be very cool to see the Pendolinos in the full Virgin Trains livery. Yeah, that would be cool, but it's licensing, isn't it? What about Paul Bovril? That's what I said, Bovril. I don't know what it means, but we all just call him Bov anyway. I'm sadly not going to the Greatest Gathering, but I'll do a con in Birmingham instead. Yeah, for anyone that's going to the Greatest Gathering on the Sunday, I will be there. Feel free to come and say hello, but please don't follow me, because that is a little bit freaky, and I don't fancy having loads of people follow me around whilst I'm enjoying my day looking at trains. No, I said Jason, Jason, Casual, and Bov. I could have sworn I said Bov anyway. I call him Prime Minister still. Just had another new subscriber, so welcome aboard. Welcome aboard to the channel. Hope you're doing splendid. Oh, one more like away from 40 likes as well, and then we've got another square on the bingo card. You lot are doing awesome tonight, I must admit. Over 50 people watching. Oh, absolutely fantastic. A lot of hype for this one. Oh, do you know what? I really like this one. Honestly, the timetable is absolutely splendid. Welcome to Northeast Trains, who has just jumped into the Discord server. Thank you very much. I do need to quickly check how many people are in there. That's 113. 113 plus 333 is 446. So we're actually 4 members away from 450. That's insane. 10 AM for consoles, definitely buying this one. Yes, I need to actually put that in the thingy. So let me get going. It is really, really good. I think for it's a Loco DLC at the end of the day. I see it that way anyway. Are you getting the 170 pack? Yes. Day 1. Yes. On a sale. Maybe. Absolutely not. So, are you getting a 170 pack? Yes, day 1. Yes, on a sale. Maybe, or absolutely not. Let me know your thoughts. Do you prefer Cole Palmer or Yamal? Is Yamal that Spanish kid? I've heard of him. I'd have to say Palmer though. Obviously he's an England player, and obviously I support England when it comes to the World Cup. Do leave a like and subscribe to Richie. It's only fair to return the favour. Yes, I much appreciate that, Rex. Thank you very much, legend. The door closing sound noise is good. It's actually different. The different sounds. from what I've heard anyway. Hi Richie, I've just joined. There's a 323 going past there. Is the Japanese route cancelled? No. So yes, it was announced last year, but it's not cancelled. No. So Union Workshop is actually a part-time third party. They also mainly work on TSC content, but from what as far as I'm aware, Union Workshop is like 2 or 3 people who all work who are actually making the route part-time. So I can imagine they released it in excitement, but then probably, you know, hold on, I'm confused. What was I saying? I'm puzzled. I've just lost my train of thought. What was I saying now? I can't remember. What was I saying? I've just completely lost what I was saying there. You're getting this on Wednesday, nice. The Japanese route, yeah. So the actual Union Workshop team are working on this part-time. They obviously have full-time jobs. So it's just taking a little bit longer than expected. So you are your Miles, so you've said that to my face. Well, welcome in if that's you. I'm guessing you're the Spanish footballer. The England's women team won the Euros. Yeah, I know. I saw that. My colleague won 40 quid because of that. I noticed the difference in the door closing and opening sounds. I like the attention to detail. Yes, they are different. Not going to lie, based off what I've heard has happened with the Dev of the 104, I don't think it will get released. I think it's just on hold, as far as I'm aware. Like I said, I don't know. Same with SimTrack, though. SimTrack they work on it part-time. Another 170 there. You were a junior coordinator design marketer of the Transpennine route upgrade. Ah, cool. Nice. The Transpennine route upgrade, quite a cool little thing that I'm keeping an eye on. Richie's bummed that he didn't get that 40 quid. I'm absolutely fuming. I could have put that towards the wedding. This is weird going this way. This is very weird. There's a 323 down there that we're going to race. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Oh! Do you know what I've just spotted? And I didn't even realise this. This one stops at Barnt Green. So there's actually different services. I've not spotted that. So up until now, I've only done services that do Birmingham University, Bromsgrove. I've not done ones that stopped at Barnt Green, but they did do that. I completely forgot they did that. So some peak hour services do actually do some other stuff as well. Had a lot of personal issues and work. No idea. No idea. The 104 I think we will see eventually. There'll probably be a good reason as to why it hasn't come out just yet. The Japanese trains look really cool, and expanding into a new continent would be cool. Yeah, I agree with you. I really do agree with you. I'm looking forward to it. I just think it's just obviously taking a bit longer. But just bear in mind that when they announce a route, sometimes it's a third party, isn't it? And third parties work at their own sort of pace. A lot of them are doing it in their own time. A couple of the third parties are actually part of Dovetail, i.e., you know, I think a few members of TSG actually are full-time at Dovetail. Dovetail Liam, who's now Grumpdog Games. You know, a lot of them are doing it in their own time. So just, you know, cut them a bit of slack, really, because if you were making a DLC in your own time and you had to deal with social life, real work, you know, working and whatever else, I can imagine it'll take a long time. You just want the DBBR 420 from TSG to come out. Yeah, I'm surprised that's taken as long as it is, to be honest. I've got 2 323s here. Look at this. Look at this. Ah, nice. Very nice indeed. This is brilliant. Look at this. We still need to do a 323 run. Ah, fantastic. This is proper. Ah, it's making me smile. Do you know what? I really wanted this DLC. The West Midlands Railway 170 I've been asking for ever since this route came out. In fact, a lot of you OGs will remember when I was playing the Cross City in the early days, I said one thing I'd love to see on this route is a West Midlands Railway 170. And then people started debate saying it's a 172. And I was like, no, it's a 170. I've always known it's a 170. And here we are. We're doing it with the addition of the cross country as well, which I'm chuffed. I'm absolutely chuffed with. I really am. I think this is worth. Do you know what? If I'm honest, I think this is worth more than $12.99, and that is just not. That's not me being a suck up or anything. I think for what you get with this, you get two separate variants, you get two separate operators, you get a brand new timetable, you get your scenarios. Like, normally a standard Loco DLC is $12.99. This is technically two Loco DLCs. I would have not have been opposed to having this about 15 quid. I really think it's a decent price for this. I wonder if Train Sim World would expand to Life Simulator or even more Shopping Simulator if there's a shop next to the station. In some cases, you can do more explorable things. There's a walking simulator because in like the TSG routes, you can go walking a lot. I remember the stream and I watched the video you did. Would you do a video crying next to a train like a TikToker spot? No, I'm not quite that. I'm enthusiastic about trains, but I'm not that enthusiastic. Don't worry. You'd love to see a BR Class 122. How you doing, Joe? Hope you're doing well. Fellow ambassador in the chat there. If you've not seen any of Joe's content on this, he's done a lot more on this than I have. He's done separate videos on the cross country one and the West Midlands one. If you want to have a look at the key differences between the two, yeah, go and check him out. I can imagine a lot of you already know the British Ace anyway. We need to slow down for Bart Green. Let's slow down. How are you enjoying this one, Joe? Do you like this one? I know it's diesel, which isn't your cup of tea. There's no third rail on this one. There's overhead wires though, that's alright. You can imagine I'm absolutely chuffed with this. You got photo mode shot recently that basically encapsulated me with an ICE-1 and ICE-T and a new Airbus A350 at Frankfurt. Ooh, nice. Nice. I'm doing good, thank you, Joe. Very well indeed. How's the new house going? I'm going to focus on stopping for Bart Green. Don't want to overshoot. Opens the door to an Electro Star pack. An Electro Star pack. That could be interesting. I'd not even thought about that. Maybe a 171. Would you like to see that? You love that we've got the cross-country 170s as a biggie, yeah. A lot of people keep speculating the Voyager. I've said it's very unlikely to have two separate, to have the same operator in two separate DLCs so close together. It'd be cool, but I'm not going to get ahead of myself. Have you spotted the Avanti at Trent Valley? Yes, we have, Freedom. We actually, about half an hour ago, probably a bit longer than that actually, jumped into Lichfield Trent Valley. A 350 turned up. I jumped into it to see if I could spawn off the map, and as we left Lichfield Trent Valley in the 350, the 390 passed. I was already talking to Hentis about an Electrostar subclass mega pack this afternoon with a new Brighton mainline timetable. What would... Hold on, bear with me 1 second. So what would that include? If we was to get like an Electrostar pack for the Brighton mainline, what would we see? I'm not too, cottoned onto all stuff like that. We need more paces now, yes. Can we have patio washing sim world? Well, there's Power Wash Simulator. Have you seen that one? I know Jason likes that one a bit, a Power Wash Simulator. Love to see the 172 in TFL for the Goblin. That could be a good shout, actually. Heard that the 350 went onto the Glossop line. It's on the Manchester Airport commuter, yes. Dash 1, dash 2, dash 3, dash 4, dash 5, dash 6, and dash 7. Looking forward to the E170s coming out tomorrow, yes. Once we get to Bromsgrove, I'll quickly remind you of that bundle if you're on Steam. We've already technically got AC and DC carriages. AC DC, what a band. Just hit 40 likes. In fact, we hit 40 likes years ago, didn't we? 47 likes, you absolute legends, the lot of you. Absolute legends. You want to do a long distance route from like Manchester, Piccadilly to Glasgow. One day, I do want to do like a full like West Coast mainline in TSC and TSW, that would be cool. If you want to see a long journey though, including a lot of different people doing different segments, I will throw you back to the great ambassadorial journey from Penzance up to Inverness. Or was it Malayg, is that what they call it? Where me, well I say me, it was actually Joe in the chat there who set it all up, where a lot of the ambassadors got together and we made like segments of a journey from Penzance up to Scotland. In fact, let me find the little playlist, because that was quite a cool journey. But we all did different segments. I did a lot of the West Coast Main Line on that. Get door locked. Let me type it in. Go down the Licky Incline as well. The Great Ambassadorial... The Great Ambassador Journey, there you go. Don't come up. Train Sim World. That's the Ambassador event, that's not what I'm looking for. Joe, I don't suppose you could send me a link to that playlist, could you? On Discord, and I'll pop it in the chat. I can't seem to find it. We already have the Dash 2, the Dash 4 and the Dash 1. The Dash 1 isn't how it should be. So an Electrostar pack would that make it a busier time? Would it make it an even busier timetable on Brighton Mainline? I think Just Train should do a Loco DLC for Blackpool branches. What Loco DLC would you want to see for Blackpool branches? I was first to sleep on at the sleepover, and someone burnt my hand and coated them in hand sanitizer. That sounds incredibly painful. Yeah, just saw great timing. Yeah. Cheers, Joe. Thank you. Let me just get a copy of that. Nice. Awesome. Right, let me copy that. Oh, I almost lost me finger there. Yeah, go and check that out. The Ambassador Journey, I think they call it. How do you spell journey now? There you go. Yeah, if you want to watch a journey. So that one, let me open that up. Started at Penzance with Joe, doing up to... When did you do? Up to Reading, I think. Then a bit of Mega Sim. And then Neil TV got involved. And then I did a couple of segments. I didn't totally mess it up. We won't talk about it. Then Tintin did a couple of segments. And TSD did a couple of things. And then Tintin again. And then Neil TV. And then some more Joe. Then some more Paul. A lot more Paul, actually. And then we finished off with Tintin. A really, really good journey. Around about 12 hours worth of content. So if you ever want to catch up on it, feel free and go do it. Really, really good. Fantastic idea as well. There was a few ideas we had for some other ones as well. Going very quickly down here as well. One thing I like as well with this timetable is that you'll actually find that the longest services, like the 23, 24 minute services, are the ones that come back up the hill. So it's actually factored into the timetable that it takes ages to get up the hill. Do you think they'll ever do the Chiltern Main Line? I suppose it's feasible, isn't it? I'd like for them to do it. I think Chiltern. Who owns Chiltern? Who's the overseeing organisation? It's the sorest thing I've ever experienced, and I broke my femur and 5 ribs. A 143 and a 144 would be nice if anyone can remember. The 141s also ran for a few places as well. I'll watch it later. No worries. An Electrostar pack would be nice, as it would open up opportunities for more southern routes. It'd just be more varied. Fair enough. Yeah, that's true. What would you prefer, an Electrostar pack, or would you prefer a 171 pack? A 171 DLC for East Coast Way. I tell you what, I'll throw this one out to you. Right, I need to slow down. Emergency brakes. Emergency brakes. Slow down. Slow down, please. Scary. I'm gonna spad. No, I'm not. Am I? Probably. Slow down. There's another 170 there. Nice. Oh, we're going to spad. I think we're going to spad here. It's alright. It's okay. Slow down. Slow down. It's okay. It's alright. Slow down. Oh, look at this. This is sick. I mean, we're going to spad. We've got 170 there. Got another 170 coming in there, the cross-country one. And then we've got one over here too. Oh, that's incredible. That's absolutely fantastic. Oh, brilliant. Oh, I'm well chuffed with that. Here you can see the two in person, so there you go. I think it looks slightly different. I don't know what people mean about a buffer. I mean, the buffers look a bit different on this one to that one, don't they? I can't quite tell. Which one's the better one? The cross-country one or the West Midland Railway one? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Off it goes. Ah, I absolutely love this. Absolutely love it. How you doing, my love? Hope you're doing well. Do you need something from me? There was a time where Bromsgrove was one platform. How you doing, Evan? Hope you're doing well. Company Arriva trains until 2027. Yeah, that's your issue there. Right, let me just go to the main menu. Jump into the... I'll jump back into New Street for a second, then I need to very quickly run to the toilet. So let me do that. For anyone that missed it, we'll go to Lichfield Trent Valley again. At 7:30 in the morning. Is that what time we went? You'd love East Anglia. Cross country one. You was attacked. I did say you got attacked. Can we all get an F in the chat for the cat attacking Shan? It's 3-2-3 there. Fun little fact, right, everyone. Fun little fact. I recently went on my stag do in the last month, and I actually went. And this is going to sound really stupid. I went to a go-karting place, not far away from here actually. And I was on the way to the go-karting place. I looked over to the left-hand side and I saw a 730, and I was like, "That's a very high up 730." What I didn't realise is that the road, the A38 that I went on, is like just over there somewhere. And I didn't realise that this was the West Coast Main Line Trent Valley. Because I once saw a Pendolino going past and I was like, I wonder whereabouts in the world I am. So a fun little fact, there you go. We'll stand up here and watch some stuff go in. Yeah, she got you. Right, anyway, I'm going to very quickly pop to the toilet and then I'll be right back. So, see you in a second, peeps. Guess who's back? Back again. Richie's back to play some trains. Guess who's back? 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 Whoa, there's another 3-2-3. Where did that come from? Oh dear. Right, does anything come through here? I don't actually know. You want more metro style routes? Nice. You found and kissed the bite mark. Yeah, that's what you do. Happy wife, happy life. Preferably something that isn't a 66. What's coming through? There's something. Oh, freight! Look at that. We mentioned the 66 and there you go, look. Going to do some football training in 5 minutes. Nice. I think the 3-2-3 is the most basic training trains in the world. Yeah, but it's right. Stop pretending you remember your stag do. I remember the go-karting. I don't remember anything else. Absolutely love. I love how you probably walked like 20 metres and you sound absolutely trained. No, I'll tell you what I did. Right, I'll tell you what I did. I went in, give her a kiss on the arm, and then ran downstairs to go and get the other cat so that she could have something to cuddle. So I went downstairs and then ran back up again. The issue is my stairs are incredibly steep, and honestly, I'm not exactly an unfit person, and I struggle up them stairs. They every time I walk up them, I get to the top. I'm like, this is knocked me out. I'm absolutely knackered. It's funny because at work I've got to go up 3 flights of stairs. Not a problem. 1 flight of stairs in my house and I'm absolutely jiggered. I really am. You're driving a 313 to Seaford. Nice. You seem very enthusiastic. I am very enthusiastic because I love the Birmingham Cross City. I love diesels. Now they're all together in one route. I'll tell you what we are going to do. We're going to do a 323 run just to see how busy it is. I might start at Four Oaks. I think that's what I'm going to do. I might do a Four Oaks service. We'll see. We'll see how long it's going to take. Oh, knackered. Right. Let's have a look. What should we do? It says I haven't completed any services. I have. I'm just on the PC and I haven't. I actually only picked this route up not too long ago, actually. How are you and Sharon doing? Well, first off, she's not Sharon. Sharon! Excuses? What excuses? What have I got to make excuses for? Four Oaks to Bromsgrove. We'll do that. That's fine. Because the Bromsgrove, the Lichfield Trent Valley services are long, so we'll do that. We've seen Lichfield Trent Valley. You're not really going to see too much between between Lichfield Trent Valley and Four Oaks. You're mainly going to see it from Four Oaks onwards. So we'll do that, shall we? Who the Kevin is Sharon? How do I download them? Class 170s. It comes out tomorrow. This is early access because as I'm part of the ambassador program, I get to showcase these early to you, which is very, very nice. Let's open that. Let's do that. I feel like I'm doing my segment again from the do you remember my first ever segment for the official Train Sim World channel? Yeah, doing that again. Fun little fact: the AWS on the 323s is quiet, and I have actually reported it to Dovetail. I believe they're looking into it. How long it's going to take to look into is another question. New diesel and steam fumes is not the same as the old fumes, as they altered to be safer, less sulphur and chemicals. Well, yeah, that's fine. It's not even Shannon. It's not Sharon. It's not Shannon. It's just Shan. Shan Lee, if you want to be more specific. You don't have to pay 60 quid for a game. No one's forcing you to buy. Exactly. You tell them, love. You don't even have a clue, so you tell them. You can smell the difference between old steam and diesel, apparently, according to my great-great-grandpa. Yeah, I'd much rather smell... to be fair, if you're sniffing diesel fumes, you've probably got a bit of an issue, but... you know, if you can smell the difference, sure, why not? You struggle to see what you're paying for. Have you not seen the stream? I mean, if you don't have to buy it, you don't have to buy it. I'll tell you what I can quickly remind you of. The bundle. So, if you're on Steam, you can get this from tomorrow, the Cross City Services bundle. I think it's going to cost around 20 quid. I will confirm, if you're rewatching this on catch-up, right, once this is available to purchase, which will be from 6 PM tomorrow, this bundle, I'll put the price of it in the comments. I'll pin it as a comment so you can see how much that costs. Anyway, let's get the doors shut. Door shut? Right, let me shut the doors. We're not allowed to have rats on the Birmingham Cross City. That's why it isn't realistic. Oi! Listen. We'll have no slating of Birmingham. Only I can slate Birmingham. Hello, Crazy. How you doing? Is that why you say Shanban? Yes. On August 1st, it'll be my brother's 25th birthday. Happy 25th birthday to your brother. How much will it be on Xbox? £12.99. I might have mild asthma due to a Chiltern 168 fumes. Yeah, I've got that from the 158 fumes. Will that bundle be part of your complete your collection thing? I don't know. It'll be a separate bundle, as far as I'm aware. You might be able to have a complete your collection. I don't actually know. Can I slate Birmingham because it's not great? I think Birmingham's alright. I've nicknamed Birmingham New Street Birmingham Grave Street. Why? Because it's dead. Well, not anymore. It's not with this DLC. I'm not going to repeat that comment, Lamine. Got 65 people watching. Absolutely insane. Hello, Tintin. How you doing? How's your stream gone? Obviously, I assume you're finished now. How did it go? I did see you were streaming just as I was about to go live myself. Turbo the snail, yes. And that from that film about the snail. That's quick. Birmingham's a dump. Listen, right, I agree, but you're not allowed to say that. Which you could just spawn in as AI. If you really want to go to the hassle of spawning every single piece of rolling stock, you could say that about any route, though. You could say that about West Coast Main Line South and be like, oh, yeah, but we can spawn it in. What? New Street could do with some more passengers. Oh, yeah. Silly little things like that, but that's not DLC specific, is it? That's just like a core game thing. Why does the train in class 323 have some brake pressure thing that prevents you from moving? I don't know. I don't actually know. I'll look into that at some point. You've returned. Welcome back. I'm off. Great stream, Richie, and have a nice evening, everyone. Thank you for coming in, Rex. Much appreciate it. Hopefully, you got to 325. Like to hope so. A racing snail. Why are you dabbing? Dab on the haters. Don't mind me. I'm just blocking out the haters. New Street could do with some more signage. I think New Street's relatively... Well, in fact, I don't even say relatively. I think it's well modelled. I really do. Like I say, I'm from Birmingham. I know New Street like the back of my hand. And it looks spot on. I absolutely... Do you know what, right? When I bought this route... So, a lot of people will say, oh, you're an ambassador. You've got to say good things. No, I don't, right? When I bought this DLC... In fact, ask Shan in the chat. How excited was I when this route got announced and when it came out? How long did I play it that night when it came out? I said to you, my local route's just come out in Train Sim World. I'm off to go play it for the evening. How excited was I? Because you can vouch for me. Because I obviously, at the time, paid with it with my own pennies. And I absolutely loved it. It's worth every single penny. And now, it's not only 80% off on Steam, you also get the 170 pack for it. Which we're going to see what it's like. Obviously, the difference is here. This is what a normal 323 service would have been like. But now you can see what it's going to be like with the 170 pack. So at the minute, yes, it looks the same because the 170s wouldn't run up here. But once we get to the southern end of the line, you'll see how much busier it should feel. I don't really know, to be honest. Oh, thank you. Oh, right, okay, yeah. I thought you were responding to me comment there. Don't you? It was proper like a little weird or like a kid at Christmas. I was absolutely chuffed. In fact, I think I booked a day off work to play it. Shan was not happy that night. Do you know what? No, the thing is, I would make a joke and say no, she wasn't. But genuinely, when like something comes out that I'm well excited for, not just Train Sim World, like any other games or whatever, I do get really excited, and she absolutely loves it. She really does. She loves seeing me happy. There you go. Look, I was happy because he was happy. See, I read her mind. 3 days later, when I'd not seen him because he was still driving the trains, I was not happy. I just most time put DRA and wait for it to build. Should I have not repeated that from Reddit? I'll probably release a public apology. It's fine. You say what you want to say within reason. Where we're in a sync. Oh, we're so in a sync, right? Okay, yeah. We're so in a shower. Will the Class 170 be a train add-on for the Cross City line, or will it be a full different route? It'd be just an add-on, be like a Loco DLC. Southwestern, are you ready for the story? Who's ready for the story? If you know, you know. Since I got the Birmingham Cross City and the Centro Class 323, I need the Class 170, which is my last one on the Cross City route. Yes, so if you're actually quick mention, if you've got the Birmingham Cross City, I believe the bundles are usually work out a bit cheaper. So if you've already got the Birmingham Cross City and you've got the Centro 323, I believe with that bundle I've just shown you on screen, you'd be able to get like a quid off on this, I reckon, something like that. I'll confirm how much the bundle price is once I know about it. Not this again. Whoa, Richie, that was bald. Bald? Call me bald. I get that because my local lines is the Crewe to Liverpool, Lime Street and Crewe to Manchester, and I was off on my own little world playing them for hours. Reminder to bring lots of links to the greatest gathering to shield yourself. Shield yourself from what? Did everyone miss that from Richie? What did I do? What did I do this time? Right, let's go. Once we get to Birmingham New Street again, I'll a whole pounded mental. Yeah, I mean, a lot of you will say, well, if I own a ScotRail 170, realistically, I should get a discount. Well, if you've got the Birmingham Cross City, guess what? You'll get a discount if you're on Steam and get that bundle. Hey, look at that. Does the cross-country one go to the Cardiff lines? No, it doesn't. They'd have to, again, bring in a separate timetable, I believe, for that. Because, again, it's the same sort of situation where, like, when this DLC came, like, you can't backport a loco DLC that should be there unless it's been built into the timetable. And I can imagine, because obviously this wasn't built into the timetable when the route came out, that it wasn't factored for. So they'd have to make a new timetable for that. Which, with the Transport for Wales 142 coming out, I'd imagine that once they release that, they might even have these in them, to be honest. I'll come back to that, Toasted, in just a second, because I'm going to tell this story. So, for anyone that doesn't know from here, this was my local station growing up, and it looks absolutely spot on. It really does. In here, here's the story, guys. Are you ready for this? In here, my mum picked me up. So when I lived in Birmingham, like when I was like 6 or 7, my mum used to pick me up from school all the way over there. The flat I grew up in was that one there. I actually lived in that flat there. The only thing I wish they would do is that these would have green lights on the top of them. So at night, they'd light up green. I'd love to see that. But anyway, she'd pick me up from the flat. She'd go down here because my mum and dad are split up. So my dad lived over there. My mum lived in Telford. So she'd pick me up, walk me down here. We'd go up here. It just looks really nice around here. Especially that building. That's a really cool building there. But yeah, she... let me just make sure I'm in the free roam camera. We ran up here. And she put her bag down to buy the tickets, and the train turned up as she bought the tickets. So we got onto the train, and she'd left her bag there, and she realised as soon as she got on the train and the door shut. So between Chester Road and Erdington, she's panicked trying to get off the train, opening the doors, thinking the doors would open. Bearing in mind her bag was left there. So in the short time it takes to get from Chester Road to Erdington, she's panicking an awful lot. And she's like, oh no, the bag's going to be nicked. My sandwiches are in there. My mascara's in there. Your school stuff's in there. We need to get back to Chester Road really quickly. Thankfully, she'd bought an Anytime Day single, so I don't know why she panicked knowing that the trains were every 10 minutes. But that's my mum for you. Slow down into Erdington. So we came into Erdington, right? And I kid you, bearing in mind I was like 7 or 8 years old at the time, like really young, and my mum, bless her cotton socks, she couldn't move this fast nowadays, but about 15, 16, however many years ago it was, she literally, doors opened, and I tell you what, she pretty much picked me up, right, the little chubby little sod I was at 7 or 8 years old. She picked me up, we legged it down here, I was like bobbling along because I was like, Mum, where are we going? And she was like, we're going to get back to Chester Road. Ran past it, underneath this low bridge. My mum's small enough to get underneath there, it's fine. Up here, and then as we got here, thankfully, another 323 was just coming in. So, you know, they're fairly frequent on this. So we were able to then get back up to Chester Road and get the bag and retrieve it all good. And we got the next train about 10 minutes later. So, panic resolved. But yeah, my mum just instantly panicked because she left a bag. Thankfully, back in like 2007 and 2008, security wasn't such a big issue. So when you leave a bag unattended nowadays, everyone goes, but now, like people, like back then, people were like, oh, someone's just probably accidentally forgot it. To be fair, I think the ticket station staff actually kind of cottoned on to the fact that she'd accidentally left it there, and because she was in a fluster getting the train, so she managed to get it back. And I think they actually made a joke about it, saying, "Oh, you forgot your bag." But yeah, that's the story. So the fact that I can recreate that in a game, still to this day, I absolutely love. Gee whiz, that was irritating the life out of me. What happened? Can I explain how much I adore your mum? She's a nutter, bless her. A certain dominance. Who needs to panic about mascara? It doesn't cost that much to replace it anyway. To be fair, she doesn't really wear makeup, so that was just a silly item. She probably would have been more concerned about her sandwiches, to be honest. Would that have been London Midland days? Yes. Yeah, so for me, I do remember them being all orange, because like I said, when I was in Worcester at uni from 2018 to 2021, I would travel up to. In fact, I'll tell you another story. So I used to travel from Worcester. I used to get on at Foregate Street onto a 170 up to New Street, and then I'd change at New Street to get onto either a Transport for Wales 158 or another 170. And my mum I used to call my mum and say, I'm on my way. And I'd call her in New Street. My mum's quite a shy woman. She's quite quiet as well. And if anyone's been to Birmingham New Street knows it's loud. It's a loud station. Because it's underground. The sound of everything just traps all the sound in you. You can't hear anything there. So I call her up and I say, oh, bless you. I'd be like, hello, Mum, you're alright? And she was like, hello. Bearing in mind, all I'm hearing is boom, 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 trains going past. I'm like, hello. She's like, hello. I'm like, can you speak up? I couldn't hear her. It'd be pointless. So I might as well have just texted her. But yeah, I've got many a fond memory on this route. I really do. I love it. Do take it from a former local. This route is absolutely fantastic. Do you know, for me, right, on a very real moment, with this game, I've obviously been playing this game since like the Train Sim World 2020 days, and for me, I always said that if the Birmingham Cross City came out, it'd be like a make or break situation, where because it's my local route and the route I know so much, like if it weren't a good route, I probably wouldn't like the game. However, since this route came out, I have gone on to make a YouTube channel, kind of mainly focused on Train Sim World. Take that as you will, right? This route was very much a make for Train Sim World for me. Honestly, I absolutely love it. And I know that Casual can agree with me with Midland Main Line. In fact, Shan herself, when I first got the game, I loaded into Northern Transpennine, and it loaded me into an introduction at Shrewsbury, and she used to live near Shrewsbury growing up. And even she was like, this looks spot on. Even though it's set in the 80s, she's like, this is spot on. And she talked me through it. And then at one point, I used to commute from Shrewsbury for like 6 months. And even I was like, this is spot on. So, you know, it's pretty decent. A friend of mine, he actually lives in Crawley. And I showed him the Brighton Main Line. He said it's spot on. New Street's louder than people think. It is ear bursting. It really is. You're off now. Be careful, Shanley. That doesn't come across very nicely. What happened? She was still holding down the steps at breakneck speed, holding down the entirety of Leeds. Oh, this is my mum going to Leeds. Yeah, bless her. Oh, bless her cotton socks. When we went on my hen do, we were talking through Leeds Station, and everyone was asking where your mum had gone. She was holding everyone back. She was walking down the steps at breakneck speed, holding up the entirety of Leeds. I think that's sarcasm. If you didn't catch on there, peeps. 2010 rail scene hits different. London Midland first, everything. Virgin, yeah. Those were good days. Cross-country voyages would have been better as there are a few passenger services on the northern part of the cross city as well as East Coast empty coach stop movements from Barton up to under Needwood. Yeah, to be fair, I've said this before as well. If we ever had voyages in the game, they would have run up to up via Lichfield Trent Valley, because some of them go via Burton upon Trent to go up to Derby. New Street is confusing, even though I've been there so many times. New Street's probably one of the easiest stations to get around. Hello.
I'm just on my way to the toilet for a quick wee. I just wanted to come in and say.
You might want to get a bit closer to the microphone. Hold on, let me lift you up.
Sorry, I was just on my way to the toilet for a quick wee, and I just wanted to come in and say that anyone who's been in these lives for a long time will know that I am a very nice person, but when people are in here with not the best intentions, being irritating or saying bad things about the game that Richie really likes and he plays and he shows on these streams from his own free will, he's not getting paid for this or anything, he's doing it just to have a good time, then I will ban them. And if that doesn't come across as very nice, then so be it. I'm just doing my duty as his wife.
To be.
Okay, goodbye. I'm going to enjoy my wee now.
Thank you for coming to Shan's TED Talk.
There's a cat on the ground that I can't get past.
What on earth's that cat doing?
Rolling.
There you go.
I just wanted to say this.
Well, thank you for saying that. I much appreciate you standing up for me.
I need a wee.
Shut that door. I don't want to hear people. People don't.
Wood in tile.
That's it. That's the one. There you go. The wife to be has spoken. Whoa! 170! Look at that. Nice. There you go. So we'll start seeing some more now. Just found out that we are getting the 101 expert pack on Thursday as well. Yes, we are. Which has come around quite quickly, to be honest. I'm not too sure why they're so close apart, but so close together. But hey ho, is what it is. First Great Western is still my favourite livery. What are we driving? We're driving the 323 just to see how busy the southern end of the line is. I'm doing this service to kind of show you how to like trying to compare it between like the original timetable and now the 171. So obviously the original one you would have just seen 323s. So now you can get a first hand look at how much busier it's going to feel. Obviously we've already seen a 170, so fair to be honest. Let's just play nice. Yeah, that was a class quote from Shan there. Oh no, me laptop's going to die. Oh dear. Oh, this is disastrous. Just a couple of truth nuggets from me as I venture for away. Why did I get an achievement for driving 31.3 miles? Because you drove 31.3 miles, I guess. All these releases so close together remind me of Cardiff Marmay and Dutch Thomas add-ons. So close. That's just usually how it works, to be honest. Oh, he's 170 now, please. Oh, you'll have to wait till later, wouldn't you? Yeah, I as much as I appreciate what you're saying, Paul, man, if someone's in here that's a relatively young member of the community who is acting up, right, and they don't get put in their place through a moderator putting them in a timeout, then how on earth are we meant to moderate things? At the end of the day, there's people in like the Trains in World streams that will come in and like spam loads of stuff, obviously not knowing better. So that's what moderators are there for. Yeah, Shan obviously is going to say like, give up, stop being a little sod, and she's well within her right to say that because they are being a little sod. Some people, they just need telling. I'm too polite with it, but some people, you know, need to be said like, look, stop now.
I also think that like, as somebody who works with the public and has a lot of experience with the public, I can tell whether someone's a child or not. And if I say, if you don't stop, I'm going to ban you, and they go, no, please, that's a child. I'm sorry. No respectable adult is going to go, no, please, give me a chance. That's a child. It's a child. And if it's not a child, grow up. That is it.
Well said. Well said.
Bye. No offence to you, Paul, man. I get what you're saying, but it's a bit tough.
I watched so much 170 content today. I'll be burnt out before it releases. No, I won't. You'll love it when it comes out. Greetings, 480. I hope you're doing well. Is it a necessary event to get sham banned? Yeah, it's a big deal if you get sham banned. I love how I joined a perfect life lesson. Trust me, I understand why she has to deal with them. I moderate for a variety of channels as well. Would you like to see disabled passengers on the train as well? That'd be a really cool idea. Like being able to sort wheelchair ramps and stuff out. I think it'd be a really cool idea. Things like tram sim and stuff pull it off really well. This route is on sale for Xbox quite a lot, so it might be worth a go. Oh yeah, if it's on sale, get it. If this route is on any form of sale, get it. I love this bit. I really do. When will the Class 170 be released? I'm excited with joy. Tomorrow at 10 AM if you're on console, 6 PM if you're on PC. I'll do all the general bits and bobs of admin as we get closer towards the end. This will be cool. Being in the 323 emerging into New Street should feel nice and busy. One thing as well, I wonder if there's anything. I don't think there will be. But I wonder. Nah, no, because I don't think these are actually. No, you can't do anything with these. It's just model. It's just modelled. You can't actually do anything with these. It'd be really cool if you could see AI along there as well. I love this bit of the route. It looks great. It really, really does. It looks spot on. Do you think we'll ever get the Class 730s in the game? Maybe at some point. I don't imagine anytime soon though. Obviously, we still have the West Midlands Railway licence, but the London North Western one's a bit of a difficult one, isn't it? Are you glad that we won the Women's Euros the other night? It's always good to see England win, especially if it's a final. Look at this, by the way. We've got two 170s in there. We've got... Hold on, let me get around here. As we get in, we've got a Pendolino. There you go. We've got another Pendolino there. Let me go into free roam as we roll in. 170, 170. Pendolino. Pendolini. No, there's 3 Pendolinos here. Nice, 350 down there. Nice and busy now. Very nice. Feels a lot better now, doesn't it? How much is the game on PlayStation? The game or this particular Loco DLC? Because this is $12.99, or will be $12.99. I do think the passenger system needs to be overhauled, but that's just the standard Unreal passengers. That's just how they work. Still no Chiltern AI, I see. Not even Chiltern trains diverting into New Street. Well, we don't have Chiltern trains in the game, so I don't see why they would. You'd love a Class 25 Loco DLC for the Blackpool branches. Use the B end of New Street to avoid having to pass through the ticket gates. Yes, through here. Very easy to get around. Imagine a 170 in TP livery. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Chiltern goes to Moore Street, yeah. So instantly, so much better. So much better here. Right, we've got 5 minutes. Whilst we've got 5 minutes, got a 323 coming in there. I'll very quickly do a bit of a bingo update. So what we're doing, in fact, first off, info. If you're on Steam, I'm going to quickly reiterate this. 80% off on Steam right now. And then once this releases tomorrow, you can get all three of these in a nice little bundle, which will work out a bit cheaper. So if you audio in the Birmingham Cross City and you audio in the Centro 323, you should, in essence, actually get a slight discount on the 170 pack. In Train Sim World 6, I'd love to see the night lighting improved around built-up areas. It usually feels like they're having a power outage. Yeah, I agree with that. That would be a good thing to see. I remember when this came out and there was rarely more than one train at a time. Exactly. It's nice and busy. Nice and busy. We'll do a quick bingo update as well. Cool. So we had 40 viewers smash through that. We've got 64 right now. That's absolutely insane. We've also got another new subscriber. So welcome aboard to the new person that has just subscribed. Much appreciate it. In the Discord server we have got... Let's have a quick look. We've had one new member in the Discord server. Funky NPC, we've not quite had that. Safety system fail, not yet. Train delay, I don't think we've had that either, have we? RichyRail, yes, we've had that. Toilet break, yes. Emergency brakes, yes. 40 likes, yes. There's another line. Mic punch, yes. Overshoot, not quite. 4.56, yes. Spad, no. Mod appears, yes. Oxenoam, not quite. 5 new members, not quite. And speeding. There is actually... There's 2 and there's 3 lines there. So get your bingos in quick, I would say. Tell me what your bingo is and tell me what it is. How does the Centro 323 work? If I use the Centro version, will the AI be in Centro Livery 2? No. The Centro one is just like, it's essentially like a rail tour version of it because the 323, I think it's 323221 was repainted in Centro Livery colours. So it's just like a bit of an odd to what it used to look like. But if you run that, it's only that one that should run. Go on, Double Rail, what's your bingo? I'm going to do trains at Gravelly Hill on the Birmingham Cross City Line. Sounds like a plan. You're a bit confused. You can't say bingo. Right, I'm gonna disregard your bingo if you don't know what your bingo is. Oh, look at this. Look at this. The 170 and the 350 coming in there. Ah, brilliant. Oh, this is nice. I like it. I'm well chuffed with this. I really am. How you doing at East Anglia? Hope you're doing well. One thing I haven't seen is the 150s. Which is a bit of a surprise because you would see 150s. I am telling you now I have seen 150s. There you go, look. Aberystwyth, 824. So remind me, at 824 we'll spawn in. But they would be here. Birmingham New Street, Samuel and Dudley. Yeah, Wolverhampton. Telford Central, there you go. Oh, do you know what? It's so good to see that. Although Telford's a bit of a dive. Like, it's cool to see that on PIS boards. Welsh Pool. This is going to be cool. Newtown. And Caiasus. And then Machynlleth. There you go. And then you do Dovey Junction. And then you've got Bow Street. If that's right. Yep. I mean, no, that's right. Yeah, because Bow Street weren't built until 2022. So that's right. Nice. That's a cool little addition. Yeah, because Bow Street weren't built until 2022 because this is 2019 timetable. Obviously, it wouldn't be in there. I feel like a kid at Christmas. I really do. I really, really do. This is fantastic. Central Livery has spawned in for me whilst I've been driving it as well. That's weird. It shouldn't do that. I'm that excited. I've got to drive through. Passengers with bikes, yes, again on the West Somerset Railway. What was the bingo score sheet again? I'll bring up in just a second as we race the Pendolino out. This is brilliant. This is absolutely fantastic. It really is. Once I finish the stream, I'm going to go play it on the PlayStation for a bit as well. Transport for Wales used to stop at Smith Galton Bridge, but now they don't here. They decided to change it to Sandwell and Dudley. Yes, that's right. Cross-country livery / licence, possible leaks a cross-country route for train Simwall 6, who knows? We were talking about this earlier on, and I just think it's unlikely because, like I say, because we've only just got a cross-country licensed product, I don't see it happening so soon. Maybe in Train Simworld 6 lifetime, hopefully, but I don't think as like a core route. The thing is, if Matt was shocked by the only just got the cross-country licence, don't expect anything for anything cross-country for Train Sim World 6. That's exactly what I'm saying, Southwestern. Because he was a bit like, I'm quite surprised how quickly this came up. I just don't think it's been worked on for the core. I just feel like how quickly this DLC's like kind of appeared and come out. I just don't think it's for the core at all. I think it's Southwestern Railway, if I'm honest. I think it's going to be something with a 415, and the 455 is going to be the deluxe loco. I will understand what the bingo was one day, hopefully. 2 lines in any direction. I'll pull it up when we get to 5 ways. Class 170 plus Class 153 for Hereford services would be nice. That would be nice, actually. That would be quite realistic as well, because they did do that. Oh, yes, my hopes for Train Sim World 6. Sorry, my bad. I mean, I did do a whole prediction video on it, so that would be one to look at if you want to get like a full little deep dive into it. I will do it in just a second. Bear with me. In fact, I'll do it now. My hopes for Train Sim World 6 are the North Wales coastline with the 175 and maybe a Avanti West Coast Voyager, because in that way maybe there could be a gameplay pack with a Voyager maybe at some point, who knows, with a cross country one, so that could be a cool little addition. But that's what I think is going to be the UK route. For the German, or I think for the European route, it's going to be a Dutch route of some kind. However, I did see a lot of responses to the Dutch route, and I think my prediction's kind of unrealistic. The stock wouldn't be right or whatever, so just some kind of Dutch route anyway. And then for the States, I think that West Palm Beach line would be up there. Maybe the New Haven line could be a good shout as well. I quite like that idea. Or like something New York subway. I'd love to see the New York subway. We need to see more American stuff. You'd like to see a GWR as a core route. The thing is, though, they've only announced it's coming for a gameplay pack, and again, the same rhetoric, let's say, for the cross-country stuff, that if there's going to be a gameplay pack for the GWR license, they may have only got it back just for that, was it the farewell pack or whatever he's working on. So I just think, sometimes they can only be like one DLC specific. Waterloo to Basingstoke would be good. Yeah, I'd like that one. I love seeing people guessing. I have the power. We already have GWR though. Yes, we do. In my opinion, this might be a test thing to see if there is interest in more cross-country routes. Do you know what? I think you're right, because now that the license is there, theoretically it's possible, yes, to get a route with a Voyager in. But like I say, just with it being so soon to when Train Sim World 6 potentially releases, which, let's be realistic, it's been historically mid to end September, so let's say it's going to be around that sort of time. I just think, having a DLC and then almost like, 2 months later having another one with the same operator, I just think is unrealistic. Like, look at the TFL routes, for example. They've got the TFL license, and it took a third party to do a second TFL route, overground route, that is. So, just take that into consideration as well. I'll look after this stream. In my opinion, I really hope German turns out to be French. The German route turns out to be French. Maybe something else cross-border I'd quite like. The issue is we've got too many London termini, so I reckon we'll get a break from London. Possibly. This is why I think it might be North Wales coastline. Manchester's got to have a break as well. Will you get early access to Train Sim World 6 with you being an ambassador? I would imagine so, but I don't actually know how that all works. I think, because usually there's early access for the new core games anyway, isn't there? Last year, I think it released on... What was the date now? I can't remember what the date was last year, but there was 5 days of early access. I don't think there's early access on top of the early access. I don't know how it all works. I will soon find out, I imagine, in the next month or two. But yeah, once I am able once I know and I'm able to share when I can make content on it, I'll certainly let you know. I reckon it'll be Bournemouth to Southampton or something like that. I remember the Class 323s at Walsall train station back in 2016 and 2017. How you doing, Nathan? Hope you're doing well. If we do have a cross-country 220 or 221, it would layer into 5 circle on the Dundee to Aberdeen services. Oh, that could be interesting, couldn't it? That'd be quite cool. Maybe that could be something for like... that could be quite cool, actually. I like that idea. Maybe Rivet are working on one, we don't know it. That's why they've made this, to see what the interest is like. This is all purely speculation at this point. Who knows? I'd like something based out of York or Newcastle. Yeah, again, we talked about this earlier. York would be a really cool one to see. How you finding the new 170 pack? I love it. I absolutely love it. It was the 12th of September last year. There you go. A couple of months ago, someone from the TSW community reckons Elizabeth Line could be the base route for Train Sim 6. I don't know. They did say that the Bakerloo line was a bit of a questionable, not questionable choice, but was a bit of a difficult one. Cross country, you can stop at University train station, but only in the 170. So what you're saying, no worries to Southwestern. Have I missed your comment? Oh, no, you talked to casual. I'm pretty sure if you've got deluxe or special, it will be early access for people who purchased early access and ambassadors. That's what I remembered last year. A Voyager would also layer in at Reading. See, this is where like, if we ever got a Voyager, it would come into so many different places. But like I say, it's probably something that's going to be considered after this pack maybe, but like I say, I don't think it's going to be anything anytime soon. I tell you what I do need to very quickly do. My laptop's going to die, which means I'll lose all you in the chat, so just give me a second. I'm going to very quickly put my laptop on charge. Chaos. My cable management's absolutely shocking. Right, I'm back. Can't wait for the new update tomorrow. Thanks for explaining it all to me. You're a legend. I much appreciate you coming in and watching, and I hope you enjoy it when it comes out tomorrow. Basically, we need everything, yeah. It would also run to Aberdeen, stopping at Markinch, Inverkeithing, Kirkcaldy, run to Aberdeen, calling at Haymarket, Inverkeithing, Kirkcaldy, and Markinch. When's the ScotRail 170 getting updated? I think they said it's going to be... There you go, got another 170 there. I think they said it's going to be probably post Train Sim 6. I think, possibly. Because obviously, I don't think they're I don't think there's any more updates coming for coming to Train Sim 5. I'm not sure. Have you ever thought of doing videos with people in the Discord? I have thought about it and then remembered you'd all cause havoc. So I decided against it. Fact. You don't want to sit from 5.5 or a 7.45. You'd want to see the Riviera line, as it's been requested so much, and I think it's long overdue. So it's going to. So you think it's going to be a core route, and it'd be iconic. I mean, who knows? There could be anything. Like I say, I think North Wales coastline would be, quite an iconic one as well. And I think pretty much everything, like South Western Railway, could be quite iconic as well. Just anything's pretty much like possible. There's so many different ways, especially with like Great British Railways as well. I think like eventually a lot more iconic lines will be able to hopefully come to the game. You'd like to see the Tyne-and-Wear Metro. I'd love to see that as well. That'd be brilliant. You'd also like to see the Wessex Main Line. Wessex Main Line could be a good one. Reading to Gatwick. That'd be a weird one, but that'd be cool. Wessex Main Line is South Western Railway and has my house on it. See, there we go. I need to do a bit more research on stuff like that. Do we need this 170 to get all the new layers? Yes, you do. See, this is did you see my comment about Cathcart? So do you know with the Cathcart Circle, if you buy the route just plain, you get the 314. If you get the 380 DLC, you get a new you get a new timetable with it. Caledonian Sleeper would be funny. Do you know what? I'd be very happy if we never saw the Caledonian Sleeper. I think it'd be a waste of time. Will there be an update coming tomorrow for Train Sim World 5 core game and routes? Frankfurt folder keeps lagging and keeps crashing. I'm not too sure, David. I'm not too sure. Golden Valley Line. I've never heard that before. In TSC, I can fly to my house, which is proper cool. It also has GWR on the Wessex Main Line. That could be a shout, couldn't it? Can agree with you, Richie. I can agree with you, Richie. Could add the Caledonian Sleeper into the Highland Main Line? I just don't think it would happen. I really don't. Once we get onto the 4-track bit, this is where it's going to get pretty cool. It's only a 37-mile route. Stourbridge Shuttle would be so funny. They're going to make that one day, aren't they? They should make that as like a Holiday Express sort of thing. Could you imagine? How you doing, Bennett Plays? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. We're currently in the 323, just having a look at what the timetable looks like with the new 170 pack. Bourneville chocolate, yes. Lovely. Let's go. Expert class 139 for 30 quid. One thing I'll quickly show you as well, hold on, is whilst we're here. Fun little fact about this station is you can collect officially licensed chocolate wherever you go for it. It's down here somewhere, I think. Yeah. It's down here somewhere. There's also cats on this route. There you go, cats. Cats on the route, called Cindy. And then also there's officially licensed chocolate if you can get down there. There you go, look. Officially licensed because Cadbury's, the Cadbury's factory is just over here somewhere. It is there. That's the Cadbury's factory. There you go, look. So on there it would say Cadbury's. They didn't quite get the licensing for that, but that's where it'd say Cadbury's on there. Fun little fact for you. Let me get back to my train because it's gone. There's no 323 there. Where's my 323 gone? There it is. I'm going too slow. Is that why the station is purple? Yes, it is. It feels like Train Sim World 5 wasn't released long ago. Do you know what? I feel like it's been almost a year now, hasn't it? King plays. What's the best starter train? I've just bought the game today. I'd say this, to be fair. A 323 is quite easy to drive. I would buy the 139 if it were to be 20 quid or less. Will you ever do a Minecraft stream? I've got ideas for Minecraft. Stay tuned. Also, stay tuned for maybe Friday or Monday. There's a new series starting. Possibly. Yeah, 323 is quite an easy one to start with. Put your suggestions in the chat for what would be a good starter route. Blackpool Branch is probably one of the best. Yeah, I'd say easily say that's probably one of the best. Bourneville chocolate was actually made in Wales. Was it? Surely not. It was called Bourneville because obviously it started in Bourneville. .323 is probably the easiest to drive. I sent something on Discord. Yeah, I saw it. I'll have a little look in a second. Got something coming this way. Is that a 170? I think it may be. This is cool. There you go, look. That's flying through. Look at that. Not even stop. He's not even thinking about slowing down. Lovely. Look at that. That's so cool. That's absolutely awesome. It really is. Ah, looks fantastic. It really, really does. Roseline is a great starter route, really. Cathcart's a good one, yeah. Glossop Line's alright. I'd say Cathcart's probably one of the good ones, yeah. East Coast Main Line's a pretty decent one, yeah. Catch you later, Seb. Speed is key. Who said speed is key? If anyone watches the YouTubers, who said that? Who used to say, punch that like button in the face like a boss? Southeastern High Speed, oh yeah. Got you. Detail they put into the cross-country 170s is amazing. How you doing, John? It is absolutely beautiful. It really is. Got another 323 there. ScotRail Express is a great starter route with the class 158 and 5 circle line. Yeah, but that's a separate DLC, the 158. Jeremy Clarkson. No! You sausage. Jacksepticeye, yes. How you doing, DJ? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Got 60 people watching. That's insane. Absolutely insane. We've also just had a couple of new subscribers, so thank you very much to the new people who have just subscribed. Much appreciated. Welcome aboard. We've had, as well, 111 votes in the poll. 41% of you are saying you're going to get this on day one. Excellent. I am a sausage. I am a sausage, John. I know it's insane. Absolutely insane. Do you know what? We've been averaging around like 40 to 50, like sometimes going up to 60 in recent live streams. Really, really, really appreciate everyone coming in and supporting the streams. It means a lot. And also supporting all the videos as well. It really does mean a lot when you come in and show your support. Obviously, I know we're all here for Train Sim World, and I really appreciate that. So, yeah, thank you for being here. Let's stop there. Coco was produced in Kirk. The first factory was by Gas Street Basin in Bourneville was just countryside when it moved there. That's right. Yeah, it was essentially like built. It was built for the actual factory. That's usually how most places built up like that. Because it's on the River Bourne. I think that's why they called it Bourneville, or something like that. Is it likely that ScotRail 170 would be updated before Train Sim World 6? No. I ate you and your buddy for dinner. I had some sausages for dinner as well. I had sausage and bubble and squeak for my tea. Lovely. After this, can you drive the cross-country one as I missed it? Yeah, we'll see what we're like for time, and then we'll do some more driving in a 170. I am prepared to go for a little bit longer. You don't like sausages? Well, they don't like you either. Huh. How about them sausages? I just got Train Sim World 5 recently. Would you recommend any routes? What routes have you got? And what routes are you interested in? Bournebrook. That runs into Edgbaston Reservoir. There you go. And what's Edgbaston famous for? I believe it's cricket. I really hope we get overtaken by something as we go along here. You hate the Richmond ones. I don't like the Richmond one either. I'm going to go play Train Sim World the whole night and not go to sleep. Is that recommended, Richie? Have you got school tomorrow? If not, go for it. Steak pie. You don't like steak pie? How can you not like steak pie? You only have the West Coast Main Line. What platform are you on? Oh, well, apparently we're stopped there. That's fine. That's an undershoot. That's an undershoot if I've ever seen it. I didn't realise we were a 6 car as well. Oh, that's interesting. Are we actually not going to get overtaken by anything? That's interesting. Okay. There's something going along there. We should see something. There's a 323. There'll be something somewhere. Because they're every half an hour. What's that? There you go. So there's a cross-country one. What's that one? That's the 323, I think. Get over it. Go on. My hands are too. There you go, that's a 323. So probably won't get overtaken by anything just yet. School, no. Not for 5 weeks. Ah, is it 6 weeks holidays now? This one, it's 80% off. Yes, that's true. Get this one. Get the 170 pack tomorrow. In fact, wait until tomorrow and get the bundle. The bundle will work out about 20 quid. You'll then also get all the West Coast Main Line South stuff on it. What do you think the new UK routes will be for Train Sim World 6? I did do a whole predictions video if you want to check that out. But I did say a little earlier on, I want to see North Wales coastline, a Dutch route of some kind, and the West Palm Beach line for the States. Hey Richie, you're stuck at Leeds because my train to York originally failed on the way back home. Oh, no way. Stuck in Leeds? I've been stuck in Leeds before. Quite recently, actually. Yeah, pain. My best advice, if you're stuck in Leeds, go into Mackey's and just get a drink and sit down and chill. You like it with lots of gravy and big chunks of meat. I was thinking of getting Brighton Main Line. Yes, that's a good shout. Very good shout. If there's any that you've got your eye on, let me know what you've got your eye on, and I'll tell you whether or not I think it's alright or whether it'll be your cup of tea. If you like British stuff, then yes. I'd say Brighton Main Line's 100% a go-to. Wish I had 6 weeks off. You don't realise you miss something until it's gone. I agree with you, Sebi. I really do. It's funny because you don't even get 6 weeks off when you work full time. Like, I looked at my annual leave. I've got 5 days left of annual leave to use between now and the end of the year. And, like, that's a week. And I'm going to struggle to get a whole week off. I've not had a whole week off work this year at all. I've had like 4 days off at a time, but I've not had a week off work. And I don't think I will until like October. I see why we were put in front of it, because we're fast straight through to Bromsgrove. Just a reminder, the River Games West Midlands Railway Cross Country 170 pack will release tomorrow at 10 AM. Xbox, PlayStation, 6 PM for Steam or British Summertime for £12.99, Euro £15.99 and $16.99. There you go. All the admin. Had a Burger King at York, so real good. Reckon it's either a Welsh route or South Western Railway. On the 31st of July, I might be going to London Victoria to see a Class 47. Oh, nice. Couple of turns through Bromsgrove. What comes with the bundle? I'll show you when we get into Bromsgrove, mate. I'll pull up the little thingy. I don't know how much it's going to be, but I just know it's a thing. Be quiet. You're open for some good thrash. Oh yeah, can't go wrong with some good thrash. So interestingly, first thing straight off the bat is like as you come into New Street with the 323s, it's so much busier now. It really is. It's absolutely fantastic. Obviously, you need to pick the right service to be overtaken by a 170. I was surprised that we weren't overtaken by one, to be honest. But I think it depends on what service you pick. But you do get overtaken by 170s because we overtook 323s in the 170 earlier on. So it does happen. But we've seen plenty going the other way. It's only 12 hours away. Yeah, not long to wait. Another 12 hours. It'll be your bedtime by the time it releases, isn't it? That's right. What I'll do is once we get down to the bottom, I'll do one more cross-country service and then we'll do another West Mid service. Does that sound like a plan? Both back from another pizza. Oh, lovely. Oh, you're going to become a pizza by the time you're done. What pizza did you have this time? I did try a steam-loaded freight service up the Licky Incline. Oh, wow. I can imagine that was difficult. Uh, 10 BST is like 7 PM. Ah, that's fine. Casuals going to bed. Kaz going to bed. I like it. Yeah, thank you for coming in, Casual. Much appreciate it. Have a good night's sleep, and I hope you enjoy playing the 170 pack. I know you've been enjoying it so far. I imagine, unless you've already got one out, you will have a video. You will have a video out on this 170 pack when you're on TikTok. If you haven't checked out Casual's channel, TikTok page, go and do it. Go and do it now. Hear me out. I found one with spec on it. Oh. Oh, there you go. There's another 170 there. Look at that. Nice. Lovely. Ah, they look nice. They look really, really nice. If you say pineapple, we're going to have a problem. Nothing wrong with pineapple on a pizza. Absolutely nothing wrong with a pineapple on a pizza. Like natural spam. I've never heard of it, mate. Never heard of it. There you go. That's what a 323 run looks like now with the new 170 timetable. Very nice. You see a lot more going on. Obviously, there's tons of services with the 323, so you might find that you get overtaken by loads of stuff. It all very much depends on what you pick. I know that with the Reddit services, they're a bit longer. I'm thinking for a good first dedicated cross-country route, it would be Birmingham to Sheffield, as the 170s could do the Derby runs. And then, say if we get the Voyages, they could do the Sheffield runs. Ooh, that could be a good little route. I actually quite like that idea. Have you ever heard ScotRail 158 thrash? Yes, in the game. Yes. I really hope Skyhook lay this 170 onto the Midland main line. I'd love to see it. I really would. Right, main menu. The spec, the best bacon. Right, what do we want to see next? Do we want to see a West Midlands Railway 170 from Aston, maybe? Or to Aston? Or what do you want to see next? Do you want to see another cross-country service of some kind? It's up to you. You choose. Should we go back down the line? Uncultured swine. Yeah, I know a 170, Nathan, but which one? And where to? You want to see a 170 from Aston? Could we do the class 350? Yeah, go on in. We'll do a 350 run. Why not? I'll treat you to a 350 run. I'm happy to do that. And then we'll do another 170 run somewhere. Tell you what I'll very quickly do. Just 1 second. Be right back. 2 seconds. I'm going to go turn my lamp on. Right, I'm back. Before we jump into that, one thing I wanted to quickly do is the bundle. So, if you're on Steam, Birmingham Cross City is actually 80% off right now. If you already own the Birmingham Cross City and you own the Centro 323, with this bundle, you'll most likely get some form of discount with the 170 pack. Probably like 50p off or something stupid. Like, I don't know how bundles work, but usually if you own all the stuff, you save a bit of money with it. So if you own the 2 DLC, you may also find that your 170 pack's a little bit cheaper if you're on Steam. However, if you want to get the whole bundle, I think the whole bundle will be about 20 quid with the Birmingham Cross City being on sale. So keep an eye out, and I'll let you know what the full prices are tomorrow. As for the bingo, has anyone said bingo? There is quite a lot that's happened. So we've had 40 viewers, we've smashed through that. Funky NPC we've not had. Safety system fail we've not had. Train delay we have had. RichyRail, yep. Mike Punch, yep. Mod appears. We've had a line. We've already had one line claimed by Lawrence Dalb. Toilet break we've had. Overshoot we have not had, I think. Oxenoam we've not had. Safety system fail, I've already said that one. Emergency brakes, yep. 40 likes, yep. So there's another line there somewhere. Oh, bingo, watch your bingo, Southwestern. 4.56 we've smashed through. 5 new members. Let me have a little check actually. What have we got? We've had how do I say Ryadan? Is that how you say your name? Welcome to the Discord server. So 2 new members in the Discord server. Speeding, yes. Spad, not quite, and 40 likes. We've smashed through that as well. So there is 2 to 3 lines on there. What's your bingo, Southwestern? You didn't write it down. You need to tell me what it is, otherwise I'm giving it to Nathan. You had your fillings at a dentist today. I can imagine that hurts a lot. Whilst you figure out what the bingo is, I'm going to carry on going. So let's do a bit of a chase line action, shall we? So I always wanted to have the chase line in the game, so now that we've got part of it, we might as well do it, shall we? I've not actually done one of these services yet, so this will be a first. Lights. Bright lights, bigger city. Do 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 no no. Full right vertical line. Bear in mind you need 2 lines. All right. 2 lines, not the one. 2 lines. Full right vertical line. We've not had a spad. Second middle line. Yes, yeah, that's right. Yep, RichyRail, toilet break, emergency brakes, 40 likes. Yes, that is one. What is that? And is that your second line? And what's your first one? What's the first line? What's the second one? Mine's full right vertical line. Mine's full right vertical line. We've not had a spad though. Vertical left line, yeah, left line, which is the first one, that was one, and the second line down, yes, that is a legitimate two lines. So there you go, Southwestern, you've got 2 lines. 3 lines now, right? There is 3 lines there. I'll give you a clue. Look diagonally. I'll let you keep looking. I've got left as well. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. This is cool. This is cool having a 350. Speeding for 40 views, 4.4, 4.56. Yes, there you go. Left diagonal. There you go. 40 viewers down to speeding. Sebi, I'll give you that. Mine's full right vertical line with 2 lines. No, the full right vertical line hasn't been claimed. Yep, Sebi, there you go. You've got the 3 lines. There you go. You didn't get bingo, that's fine. So now we're on for the full house. What's left for the full house? I'll have a little look in a second. You'll just have to remind me, peeps. So Sebi, Southwestern, and Lawrence Dalby, you get the bingo card. You get the bingo roll. Which I'll sort out after the stream, don't you worry. You don't win anything, you just get the roll. Oh, just had another couple of subscribers. Look at that. Incredible. We're almost at 4.57. That's insane. That is absolutely nuts. Can we do it? 4.57 before the end of the night. We'll be rocketing our way towards 5k. Slow down there. Go. Lovely. Nice. Nice. Right, let's go. Let's go. There we go. We're off. Romp move. Let's go. Oh, just had another new subscriber. Welcome aboard to the new person that has just subscribed. Much appreciated. I'm still enthusiastic about trains, to be honest. I'm still enthusiastic with trains, but to be honest with you, combines are more than tractors to see working in the field. What? I didn't quite catch that. You might want to try that one again. Hi, my name is Ben. Can you give me a shout out as I am into trains and simulators? I've got the West Coast Main Line Euston to Milton Keynes. Well, shout out to you, to Ben, who's got West Coast Main Line and likes trains and simulators. Oh, look at the Pendolino down there. Oh, look at that as well, sick. Oh, nice. It's the first time I've seen that, actually. Seen a Pendolino go underneath. So that's going down towards Euston. Ah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. That's so cool. So we've had, like, what, 2 different runs into Birmingham now, and we've seen different stuff leaving. So it's not just, like, the same old stuff. I'm still enthusiastic with trains. It's just that combine harvesters are more exciting than tractors working in a field. Yeah? Okay. Sure. Whatever floats your boat. Or your tractor, in this case. This is cool. Oh, look at that! There's one of the cross-country ones. Nice. Oh, this is brilliant. I love the approach into New Street now. This is absolutely fantastic. I love it. I love it so much. This is a fantastic DLC. It really is. It really, really is. And I don't say that because I'm a suck-up. And I don't say that because I have to say that. I say that because I'm genuinely over the moon with this. It's something as simple as a timetable update, but it has made this route feel a lot more alive. And I absolutely love it. I really do. You enjoy seeing tractors on a racetrack, especially the red ones. Hashtag Ferrari. DLR extension to Thamesmead via Beckton Riverside in the future would be cool. The 170 pack is cool. It is cool. I think they've done a really good job with it. Hello, Cameron Lee. You are new to this channel and you like watching my Train Sim World videos, and I will subscribe to your channel. Nice one. Thank you very much. I much appreciate it. I'm glad that you enjoyed the Train Sim World videos, and I hope you enjoy many more in the future. As we've got another 350 leaving there, which is probably going southbound. This is going to Wolverhampton, apparently. That's right, yeah, that would go to Wolverhampton, actually. Walsall to Wolverhampton. Very cool. Very cool indeed. This is brilliant. This is absolutely fantastic. You've got a couple of bits over there. I think there's a 323 over there. 170 as well. Pendolino, of course. Can't go wrong with the Pendolini. Oh, it's just absolutely cool. It really, really is. Absolutely fantastic. Is Moore Street modelled? It's modelled, yeah, but there's no trains going through it. Best route is Manchester Airport one. It's up there. I tell you what, if you want to see my opinions on all the routes, including ranking them, stay tuned in the next couple of weeks. Have you got AWS on this train? No, because it's only like a 9-minute service. I don't really see the point. Got something over there as well. Nice. Will Nottingham ever be extended to Lincoln? I'm not too sure. Will the 170, can you actually drive to Nottingham in it? No, Fab Lab. You can't. This route is only represented as far as Lichfield Trent Valley, because that's what the Birmingham Cross City is. Routes are only represented as, you know, where they go. So no, you can't go to Nottingham in this. It'd be cool if it laid into the Midland Main Line, but it don't. Maybe in future, who knows. This is cool. Wonder where that one's going to. Wonder where that 170 is going to, actually. Let me have a little look at that. I'm intrigued. Where are you going? You're saying New Street. I would imagine it's not actually gonna show up, is it? Let me return to free roam, because that would actually do a service to Shrewsbury. I'm pretty sure. I think that's what it would do, Shrewsbury. Does it say? Next service 806. I'm going to spawn in at 806 and find out what that does. I'm intrigued by that. You like watching planes take off and landing? I'm considering buying Brighton Main Line or Cardiff City Network. Honestly, do you know what I'd say? I'd say Cardiff City Network, but that's a personal opinion. Brighton Main Line is still pretty decent. What was it? 806. 805. 5-way. Birmingham New Street. Let's do that. Cool. Recheck your own train. Shrewsbury. Yeah. You might just do Wolverhampton, actually. I wonder. Be nice to see a cross-country 170 at Cardiff on the Cardiff City Network. It would be cool. It would be very cool indeed. Right, where am I going? I am going to... Where am I stood? I need to go this way, because 8's there, 6 is there. We need to go down here. We need to go to 4C, which is down this way. There we go. There's that 350 that's just rolled in that I've just driven. Hey up, Pete, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. How are you finding the 170? I know obviously you've not got your hands on it just yet, but how are you finding the look of it? Where's my train gone? No way. Where's that gone? Oh, I'm heartbroken. Oh, I'm absolutely heartbroken. Where's it gone? It's left. Oh, no. Oh, no. Right, fine then. We'll have to jump in at 8 o'clock then, won't we? It did say 8:05, didn't it? Brighton Main Line's amazing, but the scenery's bad. Brighton, you've just got Brighton Main Line. Have you checked when the 350 will depart? Not the 170. Ah, did I? Oh, you absolute sausage. Right, that's fine. Well, we've gathered that it leaves around 8 o'clock. So let me just find out if that's going to do anything. I swear to God, if it's gone by 8 o'clock, I'll be very upset. Right, let's try again. Before I mess around with it. Is it there? It is there. Where's it going? It's moving. Oh, no, it's just moving. No. Where are you going? I want to know where you're going to. Right, that's right. Fine then. Fine. We'll have it your way. All right, we'll jump in at 7:55. I might as well have just blooming waited. Love the deliveries. The DLC really brings the route to life. It really does. I think it looks fantastic. I absolutely love it. Right, 7:55. Fine, have it your way. Right, 7:55. All right. I'm trying to find out where that 170 goes because if I'm right, that should be a Shrewsbury service, and if that's the case, you'd see stations like Shifnal and such. This is the Class 170 pack. Comes out tomorrow. Right, that Pandalina. Right. Hold on. AI 7:57. Right. Come on. Let's go. Quick. Go. 4. Why do I keep going up there? Why am I being a sausage? Go quick. I keep spawning on the same platform as that Pendolino, forgetting that it's down there. Pandolini. Right, where are you actually going to? You need to hurry up and change your destination. I'm going to watch you. I'm always watching you, Mike Wazowski. I'm bored. Car stop. What was this cargo? I just want to see where this is going to. That's all I want to do. Get on it after it changes. Should try and see how far we can go. Ah, hello. Welcome in, Wolverhampton. It's going to Shrewsbury. Where's Shrewsbury? For what the DLC brings to the route, well worth the price. I was saying earlier on, I think it's quite a good, I feel like it should be a bit more expensive. I feel like because it's not only everyone will say, oh well, it's the 170, it's the same as the ScotRail one, blah blah blah. It's not. It's been completely reworked. In fact, what I'll do is once we jump into this, I will spawn in a ScotRail one. You'll see that the front of it's completely different. Like the whole light cluster is completely different as well. So it would have had to have been completely remodeled. Going to Shrewsbury in Wales. Shrewsbury isn't in Wales. Is it become a thing yet? It says AI train. Come on, change, will you? Can I stop an S-car marker if I'm going to be driving a Mercedes S-Class? I don't know, crazy. Maybe. Got to be off. Catch you later, Sebi. Thank you for coming in. Much appreciate it. Not going to change it, is it? Oh! Yeah! It's a Shrewsbury service. Nice! Ah! I thought it was. So this, right, a Shrewsbury service. I'm scared to get off. Right. Ah, cool. Yeah, so these are what I used to go on. It would have been these that I would have gone on towards my mum's house. Ah, brilliant. Ah, I'm well chuffed with that. Absolutely chuffed. Chuffed a bit. I really am. It's a shame that the PIS don't work, but I'd love to see like the actual PIS boards. I really, really would. I don't think they have scrolling PIS in these though, but I'm well chuffed about that. I really am. In fact, you know what? I'm getting a photo mode shot of that. I'm absolutely chuffed with that. I really am. It's annoying about the thingy, but maybe one from here too. Hold on. Ah, I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm well chuffed for that. That's proper made my day. That's proper made my day. Right. Let's do one more service. What do we want to do? What do you want to see? Do you want to see a cross country 170? One more of them? Going south? Do you want to see a 170 going up to Aston? What do you want to see? Richie has been kidnapped. What do you mean? What were we saying? Someone asked about 66 services and whether they've changed. I don't know. I don't think they have done. No, they're all RHTT moves. Aggregates though. That's interesting. Aggregates. They're RHTT. RHTT. RHTT as well. I'm not actually doing a 66. I'll tell you what, we'll do one of these then. What's the difference? We'll do that. Do a quick 20-minute service on that thing there. Going southbound. Probably J&A aggregates. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Nice. 2 of them. Beautiful. Lovely. So obviously the 3 car and the 2 car do separate services. Looks really, really cool in there, doesn't it? Looks really, really cool. Do you know what? I am well impressed with this. They've done a splendid job with it. They really have. You can see as well, like there's so many differences with it. How is the new timetable service? How is there a timetable service on the Class 390 Pendolino? It's a 6-minute depot move. Tell you what, whilst we're waiting. Hold on. I spotted it. Hold on. Wait. Do you see that then? There you go. Transport for Wales stock. It's doing stuff. It does layer in. It's hard to spot because they're like, I think they're every hour. So you have to spawn in at the right time. But they do come in. And Birmingham International apparently that service is. And there's probably one going to be coming out at some point as well. Aberystwyth a bit later on. But yeah, there you go. Going to Birmingham International. So they do actual services. And they work on the PIS as well, look. So you do see 150 services. I know there should be 158 and people will say, well, they could easily reskin the 158 in Transport for Wales. They could, but they're not gonna. I'm off now. Have a lovely rest of your stream. Thank you very much for coming in, Trains of Britain. Much appreciate it. You look a piggy in poo. I know, I'm like a kid at Christmas. I really am. 2 carriages, disgusting. Not unrealistic though. It has happened. Imagine having a 153. Just 153. That would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? What are we calling that on this? Bromsgrove. Cool. Oh, there's a sneaky little 323 that's appeared too. Come on in, let's go. Or as Tom on Twitter likes to say, whenever he sees a Class 150 mega tractor. So is there no services for the Transport for Wales? No, because they wouldn't run on the Birmingham Cross City. They'd just go through Birmingham. They're obviously there as AI, but you wouldn't operate them in real life. They wouldn't even go to any depots or anything. It should be a 4 car. It should be a 4 car, but it's not unrealistic to have 2 cars. Good day, Geordie. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Imagine on 139. There is some 4-car services. I have seen them. I can take my word for it. I have seen 4-car services. Do you know what I'm going to say as well? I feel like this is better than the Timetable mod as well, if I'm honest. Because not only can you drive this on the console, but there's more services on this than there is on the Timetable mod. Timetable mod's good, but this is good as well. I'm doing good. I'm in the UK right now for the first time in my life on vacation. Oh, nice. Whereabouts? Whereabouts are you? Are you going to the Greatest Gathering? I think a few people are, aren't there? Tones in the tunnel. Tones in the tunnel. Oh, that's actually quite a cool. I'm going to note that down for future. Tones in the tunnel. Tones in the tunnel. How have you got the add-on already? Because I'm part of the Ambassador program, I get gifted early access to showcase this to you around about 24 hours before it releases, just to kind of show it off, give you my opinion on it, and obviously to promote it as well, which I'm very much happy to do. It's a voluntary thing. In fact, I was very much trying my best to get in on it, and yeah, that's how I get early access, because I love the game and I get to showcase it to you early, which is awesome. How you doing, Dominic? I'm doing very well, thank you very much. How are you doing? There's a 170 there. West Mids 1. Lovely. Maybe it decides between wanting to be a 2-car and a 4-car. I would imagine so. It's not, like I say, it's not unrealistic to get 2 cars. Because sometimes what you'd get as well, and this is actually, people can vouch for me on this, what you'd sometimes see with the Transport for Wales is that they're actually 2-car from, it sometimes happens, it's 2-car from like Birmingham to Shrewsbury, and then sometimes you'd get some 2-car services on the Cambrian coastline coming into Shrewsbury, and they'd couple up into 4 cars. Sometimes then they'd come in as 4 cars, they'd split up, 2 would go back on themselves. It's just how it works. So sometimes they'd split up at Shrewsbury. They'd do that a lot, actually. In a lot of cases, the majority of the time, it depends on the time of day, but the majority of the time you'd have a 2-car that would come along the Cambrian coastline, couple up to 2 cars that are already there, and then it go on its merry way. Lucky you. It's a privilege. It really is. We stayed for the first 2 nights in London, then a week in North Wales, and then now the last week in South Wales. Took the first UK train as well for the first time to Cardiff. Nice. Hope you're enjoying it. Petition to get the Avanti West Coast to replace the 139s with 139s. Could you imagine? Could you imagine the chaos? It'd be absolutely chaotic. Two car 175s from Piccadilly to Cardiff to and beyond were fun. Yeah, I used to get 175s from Shrewsbury down to Hereford. Very interesting. Shrewsbury is a station we need to see in the game, because Shrewsbury's got that iconic signal box. Can't wait for Train SimWorld 6 to come out. I'm surprised how cheap everything is in the UK, even the trains. I disagree with you on the train bit there. They're quite expensive. 323. I find that when you're in the 170s, you find a lot more services. You're going past a lot more stuff. Uh-oh, funky NPC. Get behind the yellow line, you sod. Ah, emergency brakes. Pooh, I didn't mean to do that. Two car to Holyhead, join in with a Cambrian service, occasionally 175s at New Street. No, Richie, I'm off to stream for like 7 hours or something. Been a great stream. Thank you for coming in, Southwestern. Much appreciate it. Have a good all-nighter. Lucky you. I can't do all-nighters because I got work at 6 o'clock in the morning. What's that noise? There's something coming. Can you hear that? Oh, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Sneaky little sod. 1 hour on the train here was around £5. Meanwhile, this would have cost £15 in the Netherlands. Really? I thought it would have been a lot cheaper in the Netherlands, to be honest. Hello. Hello, you little sort. I did an all-nighter on Sunday. I went to sleep at 7. Woke up at 1 o'clock today, so maybe an all-nighter is needed. I finished work today, not back until September. How have you got so much time off? That's insane. Imagine not having a ticket where you can go anywhere for 58 quid a month. We rank the second place in the most expensive public transport in Europe, I believe. Switzerland is number 1. Wow. I never knew that. That's actually quite a surprise. Right, straight through to Bromsgrove. Ticket to go anywhere for a month would cost like 300 quid, and that's just trains. Yum. Not even on the bus or metro. That's insane. I know it's dead cheap in Germany. I'm kind of grateful for UK train prices, if you ask me. You're going to enjoy Devon and also hop on the West Somerset Railway. Oh, nice one, Pete. I hope you have a good time. I'm also a little bit envious that I don't get 6 weeks off. For me, it's trains, except long distance trains, which would be classed as a high speed train. Ferries in some areas, metros, trams and buses. It's quite cool speeding around here. We've pretty much seen something at every single station. What we've gone past a 323 just before university. We then saw a cross-country 170 going into university. We're now passing another 323 through Bourneville. How you doing, Ashley? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Isn't that monthly ticket just for regional Deutsche Bahn trains? Not too sure. €9 a month for summer 2022. Wow. Thank you, buddy. I saved the leave up. Wifey works in a school, so only time we get off. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, I was imagining the year was 6 weeks. I would like to do that, but I have a funny little thing called a wedding coming up for me. So yeah, I can't take as much time off as I'd like to. Not a bad thing though. Absolutely not a bad thing, because obviously I'm happy to be getting married. But with that plus a honeymoon, it knocks out about 2 weeks of your annual leave. But it'll be nice when it comes round. Be a good bit of time off. Shame though, I always miss the meetups as I'm on holiday. I could take a bus in Hamburg, take a combination of train to Berlin, then take a tram there, for example. That's insane. We go from 200 to 250 just by breathing. I really didn't think it'd be that bad in the Netherlands. Just try getting on a train from Cardiff up to Nottingham or something. It cost you an arm and a leg. Anyway, nice for the honeymoon. We're doing a bit of an interim honeymoon. We're going to, so we normally go to Lanzarote every year. We absolutely love it. We've been like for the last 3 years on the trot. I think it'll be our 3rd or 4th time this year. We say interim because we couldn't really afford. The idea was we wanted to go to the States, so we're going to do that next year instead once we've saved up a bit more money, because obviously the wedding's blown out of budget essentially. So we're doing a bit of an interim, going to Lanzarote again, why not, and then we're going to do a proper little escape to probably New York or something in 2026. I find it weird that outside lines are electrified, but the inside aren't. Yeah, I'm not too sure why that's the case. Actually, I'd imagine it's cost saving measures. I always used to go to Lanzarote. I love Lanzarote. Beautiful place. When I was in London, I also visited 2 in real life train simulator stations, Barking and Barking Riverside. How did you find it? I'm looking forward to when I go to London because I'll be able to experience that as well. I've never been to London, so it's going to be an interesting thing to see. I like this. I like the cross country ones that you overtake double 323s here at Northfield. That's cool. I think that's really cool. You know what? I proper love that bit. It's one of my favourite bits. Yeah, Porto del Carmen's fantastic. We went across there. We went to eat at a place. What's the place called now? It's like a drop. It's like a slope down. Sham would know the name of it. I can't remember what it's called now. But you basically go down this slope. It's opposite like the main strip. You go down a slope and then you got like a little bar bit at the bottom, and you literally like right next to the sea. Beautiful. Maybe because the high speed trains are diesel. That's true. Probably makes sense. Our Airbnb was a 10-minute walk, 5-minute boat ride from the Barking Riverside. I'm trying to remember what the restaurant was called. I can't remember what it was called, Pete. Are you doing UK train videos? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. That's a shame, Pete. It would have been cool to see you. But then again, having a nice holiday. I don't think that's going to be a bad thing. My throat's hurting now, I tell you. Just had another new subscriber. That's insane. We've had so many new subscribers today. Much appreciate everyone coming in today. Oh, I've jumped out the train. That is not a good idea. You'll post some pictures? Yeah, please do. Please do. Post them in train chat or train spotting. Either or. Been great to see you, mate. Been great to see you too, mate. You used to walk up Cardiac Hill each night. Not easy after a beer. Yeah. It's what's the name of the restaurant at the bottom? That's what I'm trying to think of, and I can't for the life of me remember what it was called. Let me find out what it's called. We don't actually stay. We stayed in Teguise. Let me find out where it is. We've stayed in Teguise every time. Going down the hill in a second as well. What's the name of that place? Let me find out. Let's have a look at it's not Arrecife. Where was it? What on earth was it called now? Cafe La Ola, it was called. La Ola was what it was called. That's where we went to. And then we went to the little casino bit opposite there and we won €100. That was funny. Another 170 there. BR 1.3.6 is coming this Saturday. Have they confirmed it? I mean, train operators are going public now, so we just had C2C, and the first was South Western Railway. Yeah, you know it, yeah. The one that used to have the big pool in the middle. Yeah, Teguise is really nice, actually. Really, really nice place. Really nice people as well. And then roll down the hill into Bromsgrove. I'll tell you what we haven't done. We haven't done any flybys. So should we do that as we go down the hill? Let's do a couple of flybys as we go down the hill, I think. That'll be our plan. Let's go down here. Nice. Very nice. Oh, I can hear some sirens. Do they still have the yellow submarines? That's a fab trip to do. I think they do, but the idea of that freaks me out a little bit. I don't like the water. I don't like the sea or the oceans. It kind of freaks me out a little bit. We're doing the volcano experience this year. Do you know when they go up? When you go up to that volcano and they cook some chicken on it? We're going up to do that this year. We're looking forward to that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Because I did like geography and stuff at uni, so like I learned all about volcanoes and stuff like that. So that's gonna be a really fascinating trip for me. Got a 323 in the station there. Lovely. Takes you past some shipwrecks. So that's what'll freak me out, seeing a shipwreck. I'm a bit of a wimp when it comes to the water. I think Shan's got a fear of the ocean as well, so she would absolutely hate it. Be cool. I have seen it though. I've been like, maybe we'll see. I love that in Lanzarote you get geckos absolutely everywhere. Right then, there's Bromsgrove. Awesome. Very nice. Ah, cool. Love it. Absolutely love it. I wonder how far we can go south of the route. See, this is the thing that's really cool with this. Obviously, with all the 323s, we've only been able to go as far as here, essentially. You've not been able to go any further. These are cool as well. Let's go in. Wonder if it, I'm not going to get out yet. I'm going to see how far we can go. Did the volcano trip fabulous there. Just don't do what I did. Look over the edge. Oh no, does it give you a bit of vertigo? I'd be the silly sausage that would do that. Alright, how far can we go? Here we go. Here we go. It'd be cool if you could go like to Worcester Foregate Street or something. You'll get a blast of heat. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. That probably wouldn't be a good idea. Oh, right. Sorry, yeah. When you look over the edge of the volcano. Yeah. I know what you meant now. Sorry, I didn't fully compute what you said there. I thought you meant like look over the like a cliff edge or something. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, do you know when you open like an oven door, it takes your eyebrows off. This is going a fair distance. This. We'll probably get. Yeah, there we go. I thought we would. I thought we would. How you doing, Daniel? Hope you're doing well. Right then, let's jump back into the main menu. One thing I want to quickly do before I end is I want to spawn in all the 170s that we've got, just to kind of show you the key difference between them all. So let me jump into Birmingham Old Road. Let's do that. 940 will do. I don't know why I'm fussed about. I'm not really fussed about time at all. The chicken is tasty. I'm looking forward to it. That's going to be a really cool experience. Right then, we need one with three lines. So three lions on a shirt. Yeah, something like that. Right, let me go over here. There's an annoying little pendolino in our way, so we need to run around that. We can't go under it. We can't go through it. We'll have to go over it, won't we? The earth around it is hot. They show it off by burning some brush. Oh, right. So do you need to make sure you've got some proper thick shoes on? I can imagine that won't be very comfortable if all of a sudden it's going to burn your feet. One quick question on the new timetable. Can we drive northwards of Birmingham to Four Oaks, for example? Yes, you can. You can indeed. Right, let me have a look at the 170s that we can bring in. 170. So obviously we've got the ScotRail one, which will spawn in the middle there. What's that doing there? Shouldn't be there. And then we'll also spawn in the cross-country one as well. No, cross-country. Spawn that in there. Okay, cool. It's a bit dark, but you can see there's a blatant difference, right? Blatant difference between these two. The lights are bigger on these ones compared to these ones. Can you see what I mean? Yeah? Completely different, right? I'd imagine the cabs are different as well. You know, the cabs are a bit different in here as well. Similar sort of colours, right? It's a bit darker green in there, but yeah, that's the view of the one in here. Obviously, if you run through it, it's all ScotRail. Obviously, it's all completely different. The seats are. Do you know what? The seats are different. Stupid as it sounds, the seats are different. Aren't they? Look, they're shaped differently. I don't know if that's just me. They're more like top heavy. Can't get back in. Can't get back in the train. Let me back on. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Yeah, they're more padded. Look at the top. They're a lot thicker at the top than the other ones. Looks so good, this DLC. It really is. Obviously, the inside of there is all different. If we jump across to the, I keep doing that. Jump over to this one. Obviously, you know, different things. Handrails are different colours. It's all different here. Obviously, they've got these little tab things. So the tabs are different. You can see in there the tabs are different. They're like squared off tabs over there. These ones are circular sort of tabs. Same differences, as they say. Yeah, they're all different. Look. That's cool. Ah, that's cool. That I love that. That's fantastic. Yeah, they're all very different. Obviously, toilets are different. Obviously, you know, you walk through there. I don't think you've got that one in the. You might have that one in this one. Can't get in there, whatever. But you'll be okay in regular footwear. Okay, that's good. I'm not going to burn my feet off then. In fact, another good one to mention is the doors. There's doors in the middle of these ones. There isn't doors on these ones, is there? I don't think. No, I think. Oh, I don't know. No, I don't know whether there's meant to be doors there. But there is in that one. I keep doing that. And there isn't doors in this one, I don't think. Yeah, there's no doors here. Yeah, yeah. So straight off, there you go. Completely different. They're all different. So there you go. They're all completely different. They're all reworked in their own wonderful little way, and you can just blatantly see they look different as well. But that's a good little shot, actually. Let me take a shot of that. Let me do a little. Hold on. That could be a good thumbnail for something. Oh. Which class 170 is better, eh? There we go. Do that there. Do it there. Cool. And cool. Lovely. Right then. This looks so good, this DLC. It really does. I think it looks absolutely incredible. I'm just so chuffed. Look at the fleet we've got now. We've got a proper little fleet. $12.99 is a great price considering the work the devs have done. Exactly. Tintin tried to do a Brummie accent earlier. Said you're better at it. Well, I'm considering that I am a Brummie. I would like to hope I've got a better Brummie accent. I've lost it a little bit since moving up north, but you know, I can do a. You're right. How you doing? I'm from Birmingham. I lived in Aston. I grew up in Gravelly Hill, and oh, I've just punched my microphone. I support Villa, love Villa, and go shopping in the Bullring, and I watch my Donnies. There you go. I can try and tap into my brummy every now and then. Did you have a nice day? Very nice day. I've had a really good day, to be honest. We're gonna get a Chinese for dinner. Yeah, let's get a Chinese. Let's go chip shop. I want some fish and chips. Did you hear what he just said to me? Yeah, there you go. My cousin actually came up to me once. My 12-year-old cousin now, when he was like 7. He got a glove and put it in his head. He went, look, Rich, I'm a turkey. There you go. I can tune into my brummy when I need to. Right. We are the Turbo Stars. Yeah, we are the Turbo Stars. Turbo Stars, assemble. Anyway, right. That was a little look at the 170 differences and whatever. And that was a little look, well, I say a fairly lengthy look at the Class 170 gameplay pack, loco pack, I'm going to say, for the Birmingham Cross City. I tell you what, I am absolutely chuffed to bits with this. I really am. So for general bits and bobs of admin, this is £12.99, whatever it is in euros and dollars. Comes out tomorrow in around about 12 hours if you're on console, and then 6 PM tomorrow if you're on PC. Obviously the bundle, don't forget the bundle. If you audio in the route, you can also get this. It's all a big bundle on Steam. It's currently 80% off. It's the Birmingham Cross City, so take advantage of it whilst you can. But yeah, I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with that. I really like it. And I'll tell you what, as far as gameplay packs go, which I really wouldn't say it is a gameplay pack, but if it's going to be considered a gameplay pack, it's probably the best one, easily, without a doubt. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments and whatever else, and hope you all enjoy it. As for the poll, let me just quickly take a snippet of that. Right, so the poll, 160 votes, right, and 43% of you are going to get it on day one, which sounds absolutely fantastic to me. Could you quickly spawn on foot at 4 Oaks, please? We did a 4 Oaks service earlier on, so just go back in the stream. I'm going to shoot off now because I'm absolutely green crackered. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this pack. I absolutely love it. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy it when it comes out tomorrow. It's fairly priced. Absolutely loads with it. Really livens up Birmingham. It's fantastic. So yeah, I absolutely loved it, and I hope you've enjoyed it too. So as for general bits and bobs of admin from me, you can expect some more content on this, on the 170 stuff. I've got a couple more videos coming out this week on it. I'm hopefully going to be reviewing the DBBR 101 gameplay pack whenever that comes out. That comes out Thursday, doesn't it? But I don't actually have the DBBR 101 expert, so I'm awaiting a key for that, to be honest. So hopefully I should be able to showcase that to you this week. If not, that'll probably be next week. As for other bits of general admin from me, there's a new series that I'm planning to start on Friday. Keep an eye out for that. As that 170 is about to leave us over there as well. So yeah, it should be all good, bit of fun. Thank you for a fabulous stream tonight. Thank you very much for coming in, Peter. Much appreciated. Now for the real question. Go on, what's the real question, Luke? Hit me with it. Hit me with the real question. The timetable model, this 100%. There's more services in this, and you could fully say, oh yeah, but they could bring these into the timetable mod. What about those console players, right? This is an official product. I mean, look at the way they've reworked it. It's just fantastic. It really is. But if you really want to be that scrimp, if you really want to scrimp and save, go for the timetable mod if you really must. But this is an official product it's just fantastic. It's really nice. So yeah, I really enjoy it. So yeah, thank you all for watching tonight. As a 323 just appears in the background over there. But yeah, thank you all for watching tonight, and hope you have a good rest of the week. And I should be next live, hopefully, on Saturday with BR, which hopefully should be releasing then. So yeah, thank you all for watching tonight, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next stream. Bye, everyone.